on the
literally like
podcast.
5 minutes
I'm a
before
fiddler on
we
the
started.
podcast. Here's the thing.
You're
I have
fiddling
4
fiddler.
layers. I have my sticky was not adhesive
All of
enough.
that
4 layers?
has nothing to do
Yes.
with anything.
You
We
a-
could have
You a
just
taco?
done
Damn.
it before we started. Hey, welcome to the show. It's off topic, almost on time, 3:05, 1 minute late. We're here every week, contractually, or else.
It's true.
Thanks for watching live, and thanks to first members. If you're a firstie, appreciate it.
Have a sip, firsties.
And anyone else, if you're watching this later, thanks for watching, but
Yeah,
you're not as good. Hey, I'm your host. I'm Michael. We got Lindsay.
Hello.
We got this strange man.
Hi.
And we got Joe. Hello. It's Jack. It's Jack.
Yo soy Jack.
We could have
Do you
named
think-
you anything.
Do you
though.
think there's people that are like?
Where's my camera? Which
Do
camera?
you think there's people that are like?
It's so dark in here. We're in a new studio, Michael. Oh, I'm 5.
well-
I'm not 4.
Well, we're in
I could look at 4.
old studio, but sure.
Well, I
in
mean-
a new way.
New broadcast studio.
Yes.
Correct.
You know something?
There
funny?
used to be like cabinets where
Yeah.
we are.
Yes, actually.
I'm trying
The
to
space was
think. The
storage.
very first Let's Play Live, we rehearsed, like we set up everything. I don't know if it was right here. It may have been a little further back, but this was a whole different soundstage. Remember we brought them up and like tested them. They were running lights and stuff for it. No?
Not at all.
Do you remember
I was like,
anything
I
about
think I
that first?
blocked
Let's
that
Play
out.
Live?
I
I'm gonna be
remember
honest.
Jeff getting really mad.
Yeah. By mad, you mean inebriated or knocked out somehow?
No, I
No,
meant mad
I remember
at
both
you.
of these instances. Yes,
Before
separate
it started.
occasions. But
Yeah.
No, that.
That was in the
is-
documentary.
That was fun.
Yeah.
That was a documentary.
Yeah, that.
That was a good time. One of the most stressful times of my life. Jesus God.
I don't remember the rehearsal, but I still have like trauma dreams of running the stage show because that was not my major or my focus, but I had some experience. So at the time it was like, Lindsay, I think you could handle this. And I was like, I felt up to the task. I was like, yes, sir, can do it. I got backstage. I was like, I am in over my head. Like like, fuck.
So Joe, you're gonna have fun at your first stage live.
Yeah.
Next week. Yeah, like we're all panicking and.
Do you
talking
think
about
there's people
Yeah.
that started watching who know who Joe is and don't know who you are?
it. Probably.
Like,
Who's
that new
little
guy
window?
next to Joe?
Like
Yeah.
That 2-month window.
yeah.
That might be a thing. Well, I never really thought about that.
This is Joe's father, Mo.
Well,
Oh, interesting.
I have 2 dads.
It has to. Well, I'm not your dad.
Why does that have to rhyme?
If Nintendo's
doesn't
taught me anything, it must, yes. Yeah. Also, nepotism has taught me that as well.
I call you Papa, though.
You do that.
Are we through the housekeeping stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oh, you were holding your phone. I didn't know if there was
You're
more
Will
stuff.
Smith.
Holding
That's
it. I
Will
mean,
Smith.
we usually I wait a little for this, but it's literally next week, so we should probably mention Age Live.
We should.
We were already
Yeah.
talking about it.
So
Done. Name
Age
drop.
Live. It's Los Angeles and Seattle and San Francisco. Literally next week.
1 week from
What is
Tomorrow?
What is today? Oh my God, the screen.
right. Does it start on Friday?
Is today Thursday?
Thursday.
It starts on the first day.
It is Thursday.
It's
Ah,
Thursday.
it's a week from
31st.
today.
Second day is Saturday, and then
Third day is Sunday.
Third
That's
day
our.
is Sunday.
March
Yeah.
31st through April 3rd.
third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
Trust
we
me.
did the East Coast tour, it's been a while. When we did the East Coast tour, did we do 2 shows back to back, or did we always have a 1-day break? I think we always had at least a 1-day
I
break.
really don't remember.
Well, we're doing a back-to-back this time.
Yeah, we're doing San Francisco
are.
on Saturday, and then Sunday we're doing Los Angeles. So that's going to be a quick.
Sarah asked me because like some people are staying to do stuff in LA,
Mhm.
and some people are coming back, and so people that are coming back. The flights are obviously Monday because the show's on Sunday, and Sarah was like, "Hey, can you check your flights that I sent you and make sure they're good for Monday?" Or actually, she said like, "Hey, can you check your flights and make sure they're good?" And I said, "No, actually, I want to fly out Saturday night." And she was like, "I don't think we'll be able to have time after the show." And started going down the path of like looking it up. And I think it was you. Somebody was like, "Don't we have a show on Sunday?" I was like, "Right, that's what I was waiting for her to get to," and she didn't. That I was gonna leave before the 3rd show, and she just forgot.
Man, it's going to be a fun one. If you're on the fence about it, is it 5? I'm at 5. Okay, if you're on the fence about Age, I wasn't paying attention when you told me before. If you're on the fence about Age Live, get off that fence and buy a ticket right now. rtxevent.com. It is going to be a lot of fun. I've got a lot of things that shock people.
Like surprising.
Like physically shocked. Yeah, let's be
like,
clear. Not
these like
Maybe
sticky
both.
pads that are like butterflies that you put on a muscle.
Yeah.
And then you attach an electric thing to it.
We,
and it just like shocks your
I
whole
have
arm.
those at home.
we should.
I've got 16 of them.
Do we
Oh,
have
that's
the?
cool. That's awesome.
Do we have the Gmod shock trap? We'll throw it on the ground and
true.
have Joe step on it.
Just drop
And then it
people.
just flop everywhere.
In most of the promos that we've been shooting very recently, even the ones we'd already recorded, it's mostly Alfredo, just really promising Joe's demise.
Oh yeah, we're gonna light Joe on fire.
Yeah.
There might be, he might pee himself.
Yeah. Might pee myself.
Unrelated.
I thought, you know.
It is unrelated to the flames.
I thought
Maybe he's
that
trying
I was
put
gonna be
himself out.
protected from the flames, but apparently my
Well, that's-
fireproof
That's up to your
clothing
your
is
own
literally
flesh.
just a t-shirt.
How thick is your skin? Pretty thick.
You
You know
gotta
what I
have
mean?
Might be
skin
thick
work
enough
to
to
might be able
hold
to,
like
you might be able to
3
callus up.
seconds of fire.
3 seconds.
Joe's in My Hero, and that's his power.
Yeah.
For 3 seconds,
3
I will
seconds,
blow
I am
these flames.
fireproof.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun though. AH Live is nice. I mean, literally it got delayed 2 years because of COVID. We were doing it in March 2020 was when we were gonna do the first time.
Insane.
And pushed 2 years. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna bring the energy and excitement, and it's gonna be good times. Getting like Joe, BK, Kai. Never done a live show like this before, so that's gonna be a blast watching them react to everything.
Yeah.
And yeah, we've got. Man, there's still stuff coming in for it, but we're going to be doing electric trivia, which I'm excited for. I'm still not sure exactly how it's going to work, but we're going to figure
Probably
that out.
figure that out.
Yeah, probably. We've got guests up. We got guests.
What?
Our friends Kind of Funny are joining us in San Francisco.
Huh?
Yeah.
So pretty much everyone except Greg Miller, because he's got a little tiny thing that he can't leave for too long. Not Porthos, the other thing. And then in LA, we've got our friends from Funhouse, and also Iffy and Fiona are joining us. Who are hosts of the Podly, the Peacemaker podcast.
We snagged Iffy?
I'm
Yeah.
really excited to meet these guys. They seem really
snagged
Should be
him?
cool.
so.
It's weird to think
And also Jeremy's going to be at every show.
If
too.
he told me
Yes.
he was gonna bench press me, when
he will.
I guarantee
he can
you
and
he
will.
did.
Absolutely.
well, yeah, he's fucking massive.
Yeah.
He's gonna start the fire in his arms. They're gonna burn,
Okay.
burn.
He's
from
gonna
lifting
shoot
Joe.
flames from his palms.
And
Yeah,
light Joe
again,
on
if you've seen
fire.
My
Light Joe on
Hero,
fire,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So rtxevent.com, buy tickets. That's my last pitch, last hard pitch.
It's
Yeah,
really weird to
rtxevent.com.
think, you just mentioned like the 2 years ago when we were planning for this, I remember sitting in the Discord channel discussing if and when we would be doing AH Live again. And then, 2 years later, here we are. So emotionally, from my perspective, and I feel like a lot of people can agree who were there at the time, it's like you've kept us in a room for 2 years and we're like, let us out, let's go. So we're coming for you,
I do have,
West Coast.
I have one thing. So chat, firsties, we
What's
love
up?
you guys. What song? We always, at the end of every show, we always sing Africa. That's been our go-to thing because it's a great sing-along, very Achievement Hunter song. But Achievement Hunter's changed over the years.
Yeah.
And I'm curious if you, the firsties, we've got chat open right here. If you guys think that Africa would still be a good finish, close of
I mean,
show
it'd always be a
song?
good finish.
Yeah,
right?
but it's like,
not
but I don't want to just do things because we've done them
exactly.
before.
Is there a song called Australia?
That was fun. That was fun because
Antarctica.
I sold the Australia when we were in Australia. We sold it as like we were going to do Men at Work, do a little Land Down Under. And instead, we just played Africa anyway.
funny.
And so if you've seen the video, the clip on Twitter, Gavin shot video in Perth where he was running through the audience with one of those 360 cameras. And the whole venue there had like these LED lights, like RGB LED lights in the ceiling, and they were making like rainbow colored, and the whole audience was singing. It was one of the most incredible things ever. So yeah, so let me know. So I'm seeing Baby Shark. No, get out of it.
I can
hang
do that.
on, hang on, yeah.
I could do Baby Shark.
But it has to be something like that's the beautiful thing about Africa. Like everyone kind of knows it,
Yeah.
or it's an easy
but
song.
You don't have
You can
to,
do the
though. It's
dubstep
karaoke.
remix
But
of
it's
Baby
a
Shark,
simple song.
which is great.
Africa's never a bad idea.
I do like Doja.
Gasolina, no.
Daddy Yankee's amazing. Yeah.
WAP by
Dame
Cardi
más
B.
gasolina.
WAP
Jack.
would be good.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah,
good.
that would be a good closer.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the Kids Bop version. I want the Kids Bop version of WAP. That's what we got to play.
What about
Wet
I'm
and
sexy
Gushy.
and I know it?
That's cool, right? Little, is that right?
That's
No, I was thinking Right Said Fred. Right Said Fred is
LMFAO.
I'm too
I'm
sexy.
sexy and
Yeah, oh yeah, it would be that for sure.
Sweet Caroline. Sweet Caroline. Actually, it's funny.
Fuck that song.
I looked up most
Middle
popular,
school dance.
It's
like
true.
most
You're not
popular
wrong.
karaoke songs, and like Sweet Caroline was like top 3.
God, it's
Because
just
everyone,
the
when you're wasted, you
worst.
just go, hands,
The worst.
touching hands.
1,000 miles.
Don't Stop believing.
There you go.
Oh,
Vanessa
little-
Carlton?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were
You're
talking about
Proclaimers. Yeah, yeah. That's 500 miles, but close, yeah.
Well, together it's 500.
Yeah. If we
so I
had
would
one.
What if we
I would
just
fuck 500
do?
more.
What if we do the Halo theme song?
There we go.
just chanting.
Yeah, and everyone's just singing it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it sounds like the actual.
That'd be
It'll
funny.
be perfect.
Yeah.
But we'll do karaoke in case they don't know the words.
Bohemian Rhapsody. Bohemian Rhapsody is way too long.
Whoa,
It's a
there's
great
some
song.
negative reggaeton talk in the chat. Calm down now.
We
This
did
is
Live It on a
welcome
Prayer. We
space.
did Live It on a Prayer in New Jersey.
Yeah.
That was one of the
Get
coolest
back.
things ever.
NJ Packy.
That was a blast.
Center.
Sexy Back? Nah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Tarzan Boy? What the hell is Tarzan Boy? I don't even know. Mr. Brightside was another one of the karaoke songs that everyone knows.
That's a good
Anyway,
one too. That's
still
like
figuring it out. So it'll be maybe we'll throw out like a selection and let the audience pick, and we'll make Adam Bear
Or
do
we
one.
won't, and we'll do whatever we want.
That's true.
But we'll give you the theater of choice, right? We'll let you think you've decided.
We'll give you 3 venues.
Right,
You can
but
pick
we'll
from one of the
give you
3.
options, and you'll have to see if we listen to you.
I saw a couple people requesting we don't talk about Bruno. I feel like Jack understandably would
yeah.
be interested in perhaps doing
Yeah,
that.
I would like that, but it's
It's
not really like a
complicated.
sing-along
No,
song.
yeah.
Especially the final verse when they're all like mixed.
It's an exposition song.
It's
Yes.
wild.
It's exactly.
Beautiful song. Great
It
song.
is. Have you seen Turning Red yet?
I think we should do like row
talk.
your boat, maybe.
Yeah.
We can do rounds. We can split up the audience like you do like in
Yeah.
elementary
There you
school,
go.
like in
And
the
you
gym.
start
Section
use
one.
it. No, that's
Good job,
Art.
everybody.
Anyway, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Hot cross buns?
But
Fire
hey,
off some
Come to H Live and figure out what song we
High School Musical.
Yeah, that'd be good.
But anyway, that's fine.
I
But
still got the correct.
Alfredo would. But just imagine him.
There's not a Joe in heaven that we can't
let on fire.
Joe, forgive me for not knowing. What year did you graduate high school? You?
I never
was
graduated.
07. Oh, were you set?
Wow,
to start?
shame,
I know.
shame and shame. You know that.
Yes. Yeah.
How dare
Goodness.
you shame
What year were you set to?
him?
What year would it have been?
Because I'm 07.
How the fuck would we
I'm
know?
07.
2014?
Okay, yeah.
2014.
That's why I was asking. I'm like, okay, was that High School Musical
have
was
been
like,
the
like out and
What
popular?
Lindsay
when I
wanted to say
graduated?
was,
Yeah.
Joe, you baby.
Yeah. Maybe
Instead,
Joe.
wanted to slam you.
Kinda.
Not Joe.
Not finishing the
Baby
uh,
Joe. That's the only way that we will sing Baby
standard
Shark is if it's Baby
educational
Joe.
process.
Yeah.
Baby Joe.
You had
Baby
to break
BK,
all the rules.
Baby Kai.
I never broke any rules. I was a
Damn
good
kids.
boy.
Well, it's even better. Like,
that there.
I love that too. That aspect of our working environment is like a lot of people that we work with are like 6 foot or above. So I'll go over to talk to people like Joe, and it's like he's towering over
Caden.
me, and I'm like, "Hi, can you do mine real quick?" Like, thanks, appreciate it.
People are shocked how tall we are. When they meet us in person, they're like, wow, you guys are all pretty tall. It's like, we're all right around 6 feet, 6'1",
Tall
something
guys.
like that. So,
I mean,
Yeah.
well,
no, we're not.
gigantors.
I thought Fredo
All
was
of
gonna
us,
be
every
short.
single one of
what are
us.
you talking about? What's up?
I thought Fredo was gonna be shorter.
Fredo is
Yeah?
a lot shorter.
Yeah.
Fredo's a very tiny person. He films
Yeah.
well.
I thought he was gonna be like 5'4". It turns out
apple
he's
boxes.
like 5'6".
Yeah.
Apple box and jeans.
And Trevor's 5'7".
Boots with the.
Yeah, might be like 5'7" and a half actually. He's pretty tall.
Fiona, actually, fun fact, is 5'9".
Okay.
Moved to LA. Now she's 5'10".
Oh, nice.
And I keep saying, that's how I know you've changed. And she's like, Mikey, I'm 5'10". And I go, Fiona, you're not, because you're
Yeah.
the same height as me, and I'm 5'9". And it's
It's
like
the moon is
and it's-
closer to the coast.
Well, it's I mean, you get to LA,
tides,
you gotta
yeah.
you gotta
It's true.
fudge the numbers. You know
Also
what I mean?
true,
It's
yeah.
like I'm 5'10".
Yeah.
How
She's
do you
also
feel?
3 years
Just go,
younger
and
now.
I just
somehow.
go, you're not, but I mention it constantly to her. I go, still 5'10"?
Sir Ian
man, what's in the
McKellen's-
water there?
2 feet now. Okay, yeah.
He's getting shorter.
Damn.
So Jack, you've been I don't know, bouncing around.
Yeah. So I took some time. So I've been slowly coming back to the office and stuff and being in more stuff lately. But took some time off. You know, I've been working for 12 years, so I was like took a little bit of time for myself and get a little mental break for a bit, and also working at home on stuff. I've been working on H Live and getting that prepped up. So if you've been wondering where I've been, I've been around. I've still been having my hand in stuff, still responding to emails and talking with people and planning things. I just haven't been as front facing as much. But I'll be coming back. I'm increasing my presence back in videos until I'll be back in a full-time capacity. Nothing bad. It's not like anyone told me to step away or anything, but
But it
taking some time.
as a byproduct, people may have celebrated it.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
That is
your
true. It's
a quiet celebration.
Your personal choice may have also had a silver lining.
Yeah,
is all.
it's the absence makes the heart grow fonder now.
Yeah,
so it's
something
like
like
now
that.
when I reappear, like, oh hey, it's Jack,
Yeah.
where I would never get that before.
If you
No
love
one-
Jack, let him
no
know.
one gives a shit about me until I leave, and they're like,
Well,
oh wait a minute.
What's funny too is you've been back in the office a couple times now, and I'm like, oh hey Jack, like very nice to see you. In my head canon, as you've been gone, congrats by the way on your work with your marathons, amazing.
thank you.
I despise running with a passion,
yeah,
so I could
it's
never do what you
disgusting.
do.
Yeah, yeah.
Huge admiration.
Not
but
a fan, yeah.
because of that, in my head canon, you're like Forrest Gump when he goes on his marathon dream. Yeah. So I'm like, where's Jack right now? Is he interviewing in like Seattle? Is he chilling in like,
Yeah.
Colorado? I don't know.
My Jack canon now is like, oh, Jack's in the office. He's here to do something, as opposed to, oh, great, it's Jack. Like you just said. Like,
Yeah.
no. Now it's like, oh, Jack must be here for a reason.
Yeah.
And so you were in today, and then you were in today for a video, and then you left. And I looked at Sarah. I was like, is Jack gone? She's like, yeah. I'm like, he knows he's going on off topic, right? It was like, God damn it, you let him leave? Because I just assume I won't see him for a while until he's back. And she's like, he'll be there. I was like, he better be.
Yeah, no, I had something to do at basically I would have to leave off topic at 4, but instead I was able to do it earlier, so now I can stay the whole time. But yeah, no, it's been fun. It's been nice coming back and doing stuff and dropping in. Like God, if you haven't watched the Challenge Accepted that we just put out with me, Joe, Matt, and Kai, holy shit, it's awesome. We did
Which one is that?
The
Donkey Kong one.
Country.
So
Oh, right.
yeah, it's survived the first round, the first level of Donkey Kong Country the original Donkey Kong Country without getting any bananas, which apparently hard mode did like 2 weeks ago or something like that. So he's got, I think we recorded.
That's where Matt gets most of his ideas.
Yeah, he just steals it from them. But apparently we recorded that one first, and then we like delayed it due to that. We're like, well, let's get away from them a little bit more. So because we talked about the gong, it was like the first time we had
What
the
we
gong.
should do at the beginning of
but
every
apparently
video
it's
is
been in other
scream the
videos.
date.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
could.
Or burn it in.
Yeah, just
Burn it into the
hard dates. The
Watermark it.
every single one.
Okay.
But yeah, it's been fun. No, the marathon stuff was a lot of fun. It's I had been training since last summer basically to run the Disney Marathon in January, and I did it, and I pulled it off. I actually finished the whole thing, and then a month later I did a half marathon, which was I sort of slowed down my training, and I was able to do the half marathon no problem. And now, when we're at
Now you do a
Age
quarter
Live-
marathon.
Well, I'm doing
Slowly work back down to.
Running
it was
his
like,
life
what was your
one
thing?
at a
It was like off the couch thing that you did?
Couch to 5K.
Couch to 5. Now you do 5K back to couch.
The regression, yeah.
But,
I can help you with that regressive
Oh yeah, that's
phase,
easy.
by the way.
That's
yeah,
cake,
yeah.
literally cake.
Just 10 minutes the first day.
I can't stop running.
Slowly watch more TV shows.
But there's actually another race happening next weekend at Disney. It's the Springtime Surprise, and I wanted to do it, but we're doing Age Live, so I'm doing a virtual version of it. So I'm running a 5K while I'm in Seattle. I'm running a 10K while I'm in San Francisco, and I'm running 10 miles when I'm in Los Angeles
I'll be
cool.
sleeping.
to make the
Don't
to
ask
make
me.
up the races.
Now,
So.
do you have a physical runner at the place that you wanted to do the marathon in Disney World who's holding up a live stream of Jack running in the place where he
At the
currently
exact
is?
same
Yeah.
speed as you.
Yes. Yeah.
Probably
Yeah, keep
not,
pace.
unfortunately. The races
Okay.
all start at 5 a.m. on the East
Lost
Coast, so it'll
opportunity.
be 2 a.m. on the West Coast. So
commit.
Probably not going to run Golden Gate Bridge at 2 a.m.
Just don't go to sleep.
I got time.
Yeah, that'd be a
Stay
bit
up.
awkward.
Yeah, you just burn out the rest of your energy.
But yeah,
Day.
it's been a lot of fun though. Like running's been like a really fun thing. We're setting up to do a 5K during RTX. I'm getting Matt to do it, and then anyone from Achievement Hunter who wants to do it, they can also do it. I said everyone would, but I'm not going to force them, other than Matt. So
I said I would do it.
Right.
Joe will do it.
I'm down to do
And,
it.
I'll
So-
let you do it.
Yeah. So we're
mean, might as
working
well.
on
Good
that.
luck.
Like
I'm already working out.
I'm working with a bunch of
my
people
cardio.
for
I hate
RTX. But yeah, we're planning on doing a 5K around RTX. Probably on the Thursday before, so we'll figure it out exactly.
I think you should do it on Saturday.
just,
2 a.m.
Just midday.
After the main day, but before all the night stuff.
Yeah, right before DJ John
Exactly.
go. Yeah.
I think that's the best time to do it.
God.
Now, having done a lot of marathons, just from your perspective,
Done
from what I've
one.
seen,
A lot.
more than me, you're an expert. Oh my goodness.
Jack, you use marathon as a technical term.
Yeah.
We use marathon as
It's colloquial.
You ran
run.
around the
yeah,
block.
it's a
It's
loose.
marathon.
Yeah, I left
Okay,
my house
life's a
today.
marathon.
I walked up the stairs. That's
Or a
like
highway.
a 5K for me. So I feel like there are people who go hard on the marathon and they want to understandably like challenge themselves or the group that they're with and like, yeah, I'm gonna like pace myself. Okay. And then there's the fun group where it's like, we're gonna mostly walk this whole fucking thing.
Yeah, yeah.
But we're over here with like banners and like group t-shirts and stuff. I'm the group t-shirt area. So if y'all want to come hang out with me and anyone else in AH who's running that 5K, again, we'll have our little, I don't know what our name will be, but we'll figure it out of all sorts of cool stuff.
Yeah,
Goodie bags.
Will you?
It's fun, especially the Disney Marathon was a lot of fun. When I was running, there was a woman dressed like Tinkerbell, and she became like my rabbit. That I'm like, I'm just gonna forget about everything and just sort of follow her.
What if
and,
she
like,
just like dropped?
yeah,
Or
she
took off.
stopped. Yeah, she stopped. I'd be like, oh, that's it. I guess I go home now.
No, Jack just starts clapping like, come
Yeah,
on,
she
come on,
drops,
come
and
on.
then you just go up to her and you go, I believe.
She's like, no. I'm just clapping over her. You get up. No, but it's been a lot of fun. We actually, so Annual Pass, my theme park podcast, we've now have an offshoot of that. We have a Discord, and in the Discord, we actually have a running group. So we have the Rope Drop Running Club.
Oh, cool.
So it's like all people who've like collected together, and a bunch of us are doing the marathon next year at Disney. And so it's like we've got like this group of people who are actually like super into it, and
Sick.
we're gonna do like shirts and stuff. It's gonna be really cool.
So you ran the Disney
neat little
Princess
thing.
Marathon. Is that like the peak marathon? Like
No,
Does the winner become royalty?
they do.
Yes.
You get a sword and everything.
Oh,
No, so in January they do marathon
nuts.
weekend.
Joe wants to be a princess right now.
Yeah.
See, Joe doesn't know how improv works. Just
knighting
Just
roll stuff.
He's learning. He's
I want to
learning.
run.
Yeah.
I want to run the marathon as
Okay, go ahead. Think about it.
Rapunzel.
Oh.
Okay.
I saw Rapunzel and
And let my hair
not
flow.
Porthos. What's
You tripped all over the
Rapunzel's-
place.
What's Rapunzel's gecko?
Her little chameleon, Pascal.
Pascal. Yeah.
Which I've
I-
always wondered why she has a chameleon, but we'll get there.
Never explained.
Anyways.
But yeah, I saw Rapunzel and Pascal running together. It was like a girl.
What?
She had a green leotard and like one of those turtle shell backpacks,
It's really cute.
and she had one of like the party blowers where you like blow and the tongue comes out. So she had that and she was running, and then Rapunzel had like really long hair. It was awesome.
Then I could win as Rapunzel, get the
could.
sword, kill Pascal.
Jesus.
Oh no.
Why
Victory
go
all
there?
for
Right.
my own.
If we're getting vicious, I'm gonna pull your hair,
also,
Rapunzel,
like,
and
I
make
don't
sure you
even-
stay down.
I want to get ahead of a video we recorded, but that seems to go against
The spirit.
your entire creed.
Oh.
Killing reptiles.
Whoa.
A Let's Roll film. Joe got a little
I
away from
can't.
himself.
I can't kill them.
But no, so January is a marathon. It's they only do a marathon, full marathon one time of the year in January.
Gotcha.
So it's marathon weekend. So Disney Marathon Weekend is always like the second week of January. And then the one I did in February was the Princess Half Marathon.
And that's what the Mulan is what I saw a lot of your insignias was. Okay.
yeah.
So I
And
assume
so-
they pick a princess every year, or is it just
Kind
like
of, yeah.
okay.
They sort of have a whole bunch. So like this year it was like
There's a fight
Moana.
beforehand. It's like a battle royale.
tryouts?
It was like Moana, I think Jasmine, Mulan, and I think Cinderella maybe.
How
but yeah, they
come
changed
how
it up
come
already.
Cruella's never included?
They have a
Princess.
villain race.
Princess.
So the
Princess.
so
I'm there.
they have
Sorry,
they
I
have
got
the
way
wine
too
and
She just
dine.
run people over with her car,
Yeah.
skin them.
She's holding police dogs.
Catch those puppies!
No, in November they have the wine and dine, which they usually theme around villains. And apparently this year though they might theme it around like not villains. So
That's really cool. I love
I hope they
Disney
call her
princesses.
that. Not villains.
I'm a well villain.
I love Disney princesses. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
But a lot of people that I've talked to who are now either parents or they're even going into their 30s, they're like, I'm shifting now into Disney villain like fan base, I guess, and I'm kind of meeting that quota too. I got a bunch of Disney villain Barbie dolls that are like collector's items. Don't ask me how much I spent on them, but they're great. So hearing that, I'm like, now I might actually. I don't know. I don't like running. I'll try and see if I can get involved.
I mean, you
don't know.
can literally walk the 5K. Like my parents are
It
thinking
would have
about
to
doing
be.
the 5K in January. It's
Okay.
like they're in their 70s. Like they're not running. So
Wow, these knees, Jack.
Yeah.
They're so old.
This is my Alfredo.
Did you get some popcorn too while you're back? By the way, speaking of expensive purchases.
I've seen the popcorn machine. It's pretty.
Well, that's
impressive.
the 2.0 one because we had the original,
Yes.
which is in the abyss now. It's just like gone. Oh, okay.
It's been taken.
It's gone. It's gone. It's fine. I didn't want it. It was pre-COVID anyway.
We gotta get DHD back up and running. DHD's been like it's
I mean,
in our office. It's just
Yeah,
not up and
I-
running
it's-
though.
We can get it.
I
You've
have
never
so
seen
many
DHD
ideas.
at full capacity.
No.
This battle station's running at full capacity.
I haven't.
Yeah, there's a video. We're
full force.
popping. We're popping, and it's a hit, right? Because we now share, a building with STF. As you may see, if you're watching this stream, I like to go bother them, especially when they're streaming. Yeah, what's up? What's the issue?
My
Stick
wife
stupid.
lost her water bottle and has been tearing her hair out because she couldn't find her water
What's it
bottle.
Is that
like?
it?
It's a white bottle with a koala on it.
You can have that one.
Apparently, it's been here since Extra Life.
I mean, who do you think left it here?
She literally texted me all caps, "Holy shit, that's my water bottle behind
No,
you."
it's fine. Actually,
right
the
now?
rule,
Yeah.
the rule of
Found
like
it.
possession, it's technically ours now.
Yeah. Well, also
Yeah.
biggest koala fan
The
in the office is
statute of
Michael.
limitations has run out on
She's
her
been
owning
like
it.
brokenhearted over missing this water bottle.
Hey, that's what we're here to do.
It's got pretty koalas
Here's the
on
thing:
it.
break
It's so
hearts and then
cute.
repair
There's a
them.
creed
got
that
it, Katie.
everyone in the world lives by. It's called finders keepers, losers weep.
Yeah, and she's been weeping.
Yeah.
She's been weeping a lot.
Why?
And we've been
Why
keeping.
do you think Jack's been gone? Trying to deal with this whole water bottle situation.
So I mean, Extra Life, not a lot after that.
I'm so conflicted because I know Katie and she's such a cinnamon butt of
That's
a
awesome.
person. She's probably actually like, oh my
That's
God,
awesome.
my water bottle.
The chat's
Yeah.
chat's I guess she must have been in chat and was yelling, and then she texted me.
That's awesome. Hi, Katie.
That's funny.
Yeah, she said-
She turned it off. She got what she wanted.
She said, "Oh, okay," and I quote, "Jack, holy shit, behind you is my motherfucking drink bottle," in all caps. So,
Whoa! What if you didn't see that? How pissed would she be?
man,
If you came home, she'd be like, "Go back and get it."
she would have been running up here. I would have seen her running down the highway. Like, I found it. Wow.
I also love the idea, like obviously, in the grand scheme, like it got left here at Extra Life, which was 5 months ago. and this,
Yeah,
that, whatever.
November, yeah.
But I like the idea of it like being in the most publicly displayed place possible. Like, is that my bottle? Like as she's watching
It's
a
literally
fucking
on the
podcast.
bar.
You know what I mean? On a set. It's like
on the
wait
bar.
a minute.
Like, whose bottle is that? Whose Camelback is that?
My missing child.
I was like, is
It
that
was on the
Jack's?
set.
Been
If
here the
it's
whole
if it's
time.
Camelback, I think it's Jack's automatically.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was not mine.
Yeah,
I don't
I'll
like,
be honest. That was my assumption as well, just because no one else uses
Yeah.
those.
No,
I don't-
this one has like the straw.
let's
on it.
burn it. Let's
So-
burn it up.
Yeah,
I
bring
don't-
it up
I don't
here.
like
Bring it
the
on trial.
straw.
But look how yucky and misty it is.
Yeah, oh yeah.
How long's that water
water's
been in there?
for a long
Someone
time.
drink
Patient.
it. Someone drink it.
No,
But it has the little
don't do
like
that.
the nipple you have to bite.
I like to suck
get
it.
water out of
We should just burn that.
I just had
That's not mine. I'm
sad
done.
reaction.
So anyway, happy day.
Very
Happy
happy.
day, everyone.
Also, Katie doesn't work here. I mean, we had Extra Life and whatnot. She was here doing an awesome job as she does, but she doesn't work
But-
here on the
And then Lindsay
daily.
throws her
so I
out.
can understand. I'm saying I think it's our
to
responsibility as
step in.
coworkers
I think
to go,
whose
whose
let's
is this?
stop right
instead
there.
of her watching
I think
and
maybe
searching.
it's Jack's, and then beyond that, I don't
Yeah.
care.
You said
I
what
wouldn't.
I was
I would
It's our
not feel-
responsibility. I'm gonna come into this set and go, all right, what amongst this
Gundam
is
thingy is this?
whose hat is this?
Yeah.
Who left this hat here?
Oh shit!
Joe.
It's Jeff.
God, it's for my first. It's for my first time.
Joe.
There you go.
The first time I visited, I wonder where that thing went.
Oh my goodness. Does Katie leave stuff around usually or no? Because I'm notorious for that.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm not like forgets about it, but it'll be like,
forget all
oh,
the time.
hey, what? Did you forget to put this away? And so,
I forget a lot, and people who worked with me know. Now I've gotten to the point where I feel like I have to have like my cup. For example, Joe knows, he's been in the office with me. I have my Barbie mug.
Yes.
It has a Barbie logo. It's all
Yes.
glittery and pink. So you know that's Lindsay's mug. 2 days ago, I went to make coffee, got distracted, walked away as the coffee was being poured. And Aaron came up to my desk later and they're like, hey, is your coffee mug like the Barbie one? I was like, oh yeah. Have you seen it? And like, yeah, it's like literally sitting over there with coffee and like under the coffee machine. I'm like,
Yeah.
I left that there like an hour ago. Thank you so much.
I was
All right,
looking all
bye.
over for it, except
nice.
Whoops.
where it
No,
should go.
I had a Camelback, one of these bottles that I had for years, traveled with me all over the planet, and then I left it in a plane.
Oof.
Like going to LA or somewhere, going to Florida. I think I left it in a plane, just walked off, and then I tried got with American. I was like, please, I know here's my seat. I know exactly where it is. Nothing. And so I was
Well,
like,
now
shit. But
it's
then a friend got
traveling
me this
without
for my birthday, I think. So
Nice.
thank you, Michelle, for the new one.
Did you
This
beg
one
to
has a
be
magnet. It like sticks to it.
Nice.
What?
Did you beg to be let back on the plane?
No.
And they said, no, sir, that's
I didn't
illegal.
realize until I was like out of security and
Oh,
stuff.
got
So I
you.
was like, oh shit. But I knew exactly where it was.
I've had
I thought it was
where
in my bag.
I left something on a plane. It was an international flight too, and I knew it was there. And I went, I can't get back on the plane because it's illegal, and they're cleaning it. And I'm like, okay, I know it's there.
illegal.
No, they literally like
Yeah, I
we,
mean,
we
I mean,
will
they
not.
probably won't let you, but I don't think like if you go on a plane, they'll arrest you.
I don't know
think
how
it's-
that works. And I was in the
Probably
UK,
arrested if
but
you- fast
if you
everyone.
run.
I mean, yes.
Start like
Yeah.
please.
Start beating the flight attendants. Let me in.
Right. But it just sucked because I was like, same thing. I'm like, I know it's right there. I know for a fact this is my seat. It's there. And I still had to wait at the airport for it was like 5 or 6 hours until someone from the custodian crew came over and they're like, is this yours? And I was like, thank you so much. All right, bye. I'm like, oh, what a waste of a day.
Are you checking bags?
and it was our child.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, just leave
Where is she, by the
Let
way?
me answer this.
Are you checking bags when we
God,
go on AH
no.
Live?
Hell
Absolutely
no.
not.
Absolutely, I
Absolutely
am.
not.
I'm bringing a
Absolutely not.
lot of shit, so I have to
Right.
check.
I'm
bags.
bringing. We're going for 5 days. I'm bringing 3 shirts. Okay.
Just
I
buy
can-
one in the city.
I can
I
make
always
it
check
work.
bags.
I can make it work.
Should I not be checking my bag? Or?
If
You do
if
whatever
you're
you
traveling
want.
with us, probably
You-
not.
you do whatever you want.
If you're going, if it's like a weekend thing or like a 2-day thing, a good majority of the cast will murder you if you try to check a bag.
I don't give a fuck. We just won't wait for you.
Yeah.
Oh.
You'll be lost to the wind.
It's just like get in, get out. I don't need it. I don't need the space.
I don't have a suitcase that's like carry-on size because I never.
How old are you?
There you go.
You don't have a carry.
I never travel.
Well, you have a whole
have a
week
backpack?
to go buy a.
I actually don't even
Fucking
own a
suitcase.
backpack.
To do a backpack or a duffel bag? Duffel bag?
I
Yeah.
guess you didn't finish
Hang on.
school. So
I
that's-
know.
I
Is that why you stopped?
No, that's why they. That's why they wouldn't let him
The
in.
day I dropped out.
Like leave it. No, I'm done.
Joe, you forgot your backpack. No, I didn't.
No, I remembered.
Well, let's
Strap.
go ahead and get Joe a suitcase.
Okay. I have so many suitcases.
Nah, but we gotta buy him a nice. We can pick it out. We can make it like Spider-Man. themed or
They've
something.
changed the overhead bins. Have you flown at all lately?
Yes.
So typically we fly American just because like that's American goes to Australia and they also go to England and it's like this is easy.
American is a convenient airline that like has a lot of flights, and basically is like the best, but also
as
fu-
good, yeah.
fucking sucks.
Yeah.
and they kind of have a like, you can fly with someone else, and you're like, I want to, but you have so many options. You son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I hate flying American, but it's usually the most convenient flights.
My parents are all about Southwest. Like, oh, we love that
I
Southwest.
flew Southwest for the first time in my life, and I dreaded it. I was just like cursing.
I loved it in college when like Spirit didn't exist.
Exactly.
Because it's cheap.
Right.
Cheap.
But then
Right.
they're like, oh yeah, we have to get to the airport like 4 hours early to get in line and get our like hold our seat. I'm like,
Dude,
what? Like the best thing you can do is go through security, walk, don't stop walking until you're on the plane and sitting down. Like if you can pull that off, it's incredible.
we flew Southwest a couple weeks ago. It was the first Southwest flight I've ever been on by design.
Do you know about Southwest, Joe?
And
What? Like,
so Southwest,
what
you
it
don't get
is?
to pick your seat.
yes,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
cheap.
I
Okay.
only, well, I recently only started flying Southwest because that's what my girlfriend likes flying. So.
right. I mean, usually people like flying.
I used to
it 'cause
fly
it's cheap.
Who is this
Spirit.
guy?
I used to
I've
fly
been gone for a
Spirit.
while.
Yeah.
Bro.
Okay, look, I'm saying,
I'm just
I'm not saying if you can't afford it, that makes sense, right? But like we flew Southwest for like work just because of flight times.
Yeah,
it was the flight to get out at the time, and it was like, oh no, it's the only option. And so that otherwise it was like the next day. And so we flew on Southwest, and I was just going, I've avoided it for so long, dude. So we get in there. It's the classic like about to take off, then it's like, oh, something, we gotta wait. It's minor, not like we don't know, but
Yeah.
like, oh, we gotta
We're missing a
have
link.
some guy drive out and turn a fucking screw. It's gonna take 30 minutes or whatever. It's like, yeah, whatever. You know, I don't give a shit. At least it's the end of the trip. I'm going home. I'm like, whatever, I'm in the plane. We're gonna take off.
Yeah.
We're waiting. And it's not late enough where you're scared to death that the pilot's gonna go, I'm off the clock. 'Cause that's the best.
Yeah.
And so we're waiting. That gets fixed in whatever, 30, 40 minutes. Then it's like, okay, now we're about to take off. Couldn't take off because one of the overhead bins wouldn't close. So then it took another 20 minutes where they basically brought in big duct tape and duct taped it. And I'm
Yep.
going, I am on Southwest. I got duct taping the bin closed. Like, we're all good to go.
See, I've never had.
And I was like,
that problem
God
before.
damn it.
It's like I expect them to like bring in like livestock, like chickens. Like, can you put this on your lap? We have
There
no
wasn't,
room.
it wasn't that, but I was flying with Kara. So
So that
it all
probably
came,
went
it
well.
all
Makes
came
sense.
together.
Yeah.
Solution.
Yeah, there,
Oh, hey,
duffel bag right there.
buy the
Boom.
Achieve duffel bag right
I
there.
use
How the
that
fuck
thing.
is that a solution?
What?
To what?
For Joe, for
Right,
Joe's
his bag is
problem.
carry-on.
yeah.
He doesn't have a
I
carry-on.
don't have a carry-on.
Yeah, but that's I mean, that could be a personal bag. I use that as a personal bag.
Well, now you
can
can
still
have
bring
two. You
carry
can,
on.
you can dual wield.
And it's
Yeah.
not this big. I've taken it to the gym a couple times.
I do a carry-on, right? And then a backpack, or I would do that.
Yeah.
But that
Listen,
would be my
Yeah, you
personal.
carry
And for
on
the
backpack.
love of God, if you put 2 fucking bags in the overhead, I will murder you.
Yeah, no,
that's
that
what it
goes-
comes down to. If you
Oh,
put
well, I
2
don't think I've
bags in
ever
the
done that.
overhead,
Yeah.
fuck you.
Yeah,
I've
you're
ever done
you're the
that.
And
worst.
your family's all
You're the
gonna
worst.
burn.
Yeah,
Well,
like he.
I'm taking-
like he.
I'm taking donations
like you.
for carry-on size luggage.
Oh, there we
Shut
go.
up.
Yeah. Start.
Just let merch know
Shut your
they
mouth.
can hook you up. Like we have backpacks, Joe. We work
Right.
We
for
can give him a
that produces
backpack.
merchandise.
Well, this is great too because we'll make him advertise.
That's true.
You fool.
The thing is-
I don't think we have suitcases.
I don't think I've actually
Well, no,
ever
we got the YouTube one.
gotten any kind of.
we
art
got them,
besides
Jack.
what was
We don't
sent
have
to
one
me.
for him.
That's true. That's
What's
true.
that?
No, I said I don't think I actually own any other merch besides the ones that have been brought to the office and the one package I was sent.
How did you find out about us? Do you even know who we are?
Yes.
But also, I mean, I don't really care that he
don't.
doesn't buy merch. I'm just saying, like,
You can
there's
get online at
shit
the library,
everywhere,
Jack.
Joe. Like on the floor, just take it.
Yeah,
what are you
we
talking
literally
about?
have
We have
boxes.
57,000 shirts in our
I
office.
feel bad taking it.
You should
weren't
feel
here.
we should feel
I
bad
feel
because
bad.
You should feel bad for being a fool, an absolute fool, an idiot.
Well, I can't
Not
feel
for
bad
taking
if I-
a piece of
if I don't
fucking cloth
feel
that's
like a
sitting there
fool,
collecting
Michael.
dust.
It's absolutely the mentality of like you're the new guy, like earn your place, but it's fucking clothes. Take a piece of clothes. Fine. Like,
Yeah,
I've
and
been
then that
there
way when you
before,
take
Joe.
it, I'm gonna fucking immediately report you.
I've been in that
Taking it all.
mentality.
And I go, Joe
Throw it
took that
away.
shirt.
Yeah.
Throw it away. Now, also with Southwest, it was funny just flying that flight too. I loved when they got on the comm system just to do the like security and like the flight system.
Oh, did they have a wacky person do it?
No, it wasn't
Okay.
wacky. It was this woman who was so fucking done with everyone's shit. And I loved her. I was like, I am so in love with you. You're wonderful. She was like, okay, we're going to take off soon if you'll sit down in your seat. We can't put bags under the seat if there's stuff in the way. So why don't you move? Like, basically, she was like, move your shit without saying it. I was like, I love you. Yes.
There's a
everything.
good number of cowboy hats too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we were flying
A lot of
back
bolo
from
ties.
Vegas
Oh yeah, that's always a
Yeah.
fun
like
flight.
to Austin.
Going to
right?
Vegas is fun. Coming back from Vegas typically isn't as fun. It's everyone's
Like I said, I'm
excited.
sitting
Everyone's
next to
got
Kara,
dollars in their eyes, and then
It was
you
me,
leave
Lindsay, and
Vegas.
Kara, so at least I had the buffer.
Okay, that's still pretty
Dude,
loud.
we are sitting there again because it was a while till we actually
How'd you get 3 seats next to each other on Southwest?
We planned.
Well, 'cause
it.
they-
I just
were-
assumed you were gonna be like middle row. 'Cause
No,
it's, it's
well-
always like, the first group gets on, they're like, oh, I'm holding these 18 seats for my family.
Oh no,
please move
but
along.
that's you can't hold seats.
Oh
Fuck
no,
off.
I know you can't, but they do.
But
they do.
But anyway, it didn't because I mean, there's like groups, right? It's like A and B
Yeah,
and
yeah.
all that shit. Lindsay and Kara were like the last in A,
Mm-hmm.
and literally me, Gus, and Esther were 1, 2, and 3 in B, and like so everyone got off and we're standing there, and I was like, you know what? A'd probably put up too much of a fight, but we could run B if we wanted. If the 3 of us turn around and tell all these people we're in charge, I think we could take this whole line with us and just do whatever.
We're
we
going
want.
to Caesar.
We could do
We're taking
whatever.
this town.
We got 55 people
Southwest
in our
became
group
Lord of the
that are
Flies real
all
quick.
under us, okay?
Oh my
Oh,
God.
this is great too. So we're going in, right? We're walking on, and I'm just like with Gus, and they're a little bit ahead of us. So anyway, we were like, they were technically in the first group, and then and I just saw Lindsay and Kara sitting next to each other, and no one sat next to them. And I went, oops, and I sat there. We're walking on, and you're waiting as people are getting in the plane, and Gus is like, oh, like on the jet bridge before we turn, oh, and he picks up a credit card, and he goes, oh, someone dropped their credit card. And he picks it up, and he goes, Kara Eberly. And I'm like, are you fucking
Just
kidding me?
one loose credit card?
Yeah, it's in the middle of the floor. And he goes, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? He's look. And I'm looking at it. And I'm just like, oh my God. And the woman in front of us turns around and goes, I take it you know her? And we're like, yeah. Yeah, we know her.
Just a bit.
And she was just like, oh wow, that's crazy. What are the odds? And I go, pretty high actually. It's not that surprising. And she goes, oh, does stuff like this happen a lot? You could say that.
Oh, that's
I was just like, so that was before we got on the plane.
And that was on the way back.
It was psychotic.
On the way there,
psychotic.
going from Austin to Vegas.
welcome to the travel podcast.
Yeah,
This is,
we-
Like you haven't had it for 2 years.
Right.
green
All right?
box up.
You haven't
green
had it for
box
2
up.
years.
Literally,
okay?
I saw a comment on the subreddit going like, oh, it sucks that they can't talk about flying anymore because they're been in quarantine and whatnot. Well, hello, flying stories are back. Here you go.
We travel
Yeah,
again.
bam. So
Age Live, West Coast.
we show up to the Austin airport to fly. It's me, Michael, and Jeff, and we sit down in the terminal and we're just shooting the shit. Like,
Like
hey,
we
Ben,
saw
blah, blah,
Jeff
blah, blah.
there. We didn't arrive with
Yes,
him.
yeah,
He
we're
was
like,
waiting. He
getting
was
ready.
on our flight.
Yeah, gathering our party to travel, and then we hear over the intercom, "Can a Kara Eberly please come to
You
the
left
front
an
and
item
grab your
at security, and again, we're just like, Jesus Christ. Jeff and I, we start bursting out laughing. We're just laughing out loud like maniacs, right? And the people were like sitting right now, and people are just like looking at us and stuff. We're laughing. He's like, oh my God. And then they said Kara Eberly, which
They
made me
did
like,
say-
they got Kara wrong, but not Eberly.
Supergirl,
Which no one
Kara.
ever says right.
Did you bump into Ted Cruz
So-
yelling at the flight attendants? Up
I saw someone yelling. I
You
thought
know
it
who
was-
I am?
Yeah, and I went, woo.
Ted Cruz
You're
is
the
a piece of
Zodiac
shit.
killer.
Politics
So,
talk of the day.
so we shows up, or so Kara shows up, and she's like, "Oh, hi!" Immediately we go, "Hey, did you find your stuff?" And just start like, and she's like, "Oh, I knew you'd hear that." I'm like, "Well, yeah, it's through the entire airport." And so Jeff and I keep giving her shit as soon as she gets there, and the woman who was there when we started laughing is still sitting across from us, and she's just chuckling to herself. And we're like, "What'd you lose?" And she's like, "Well, I dropped this," and the woman's just like, "That was the first." Like second seeing her at the airport and then leaving and Gus finding her credit card.
That's fantastic.
Imagine the 3 days in
Sandwich,
between.
in Vegas, of all
Right,
places.
right.
Yes.
I'll just leave that to the imagination.
How was Vegas? I haven't been to Vegas in literally years.
I mean,
We
it was
thought
fun.
of you.
I mean, it was a
Honestly,
convention.
we did
so-
a lot. We were like, Jack would like this.
It was a
Jack would
convention, but I
appreciate
will
that.
say, anytime you ever go on a work trip and you go to a
lot
place,
different, a lot
people
different.
ask you about the place, and I go, I don't know. I was at the hotel and then the convention or whatever I'm doing. Vegas at least was nice because it was like, and now I'm gambling.
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
and so we
exactly.
actually did do a little bit. It
Okay.
still wasn't crazy, but it was fun.
yeah, Vegas is a great place. Have you been to Vegas? Are you
I
old
have-
enough to go to Vegas?
I haven't been to Vegas.
Did you finish Vegas school?
Soon.
No, I dropped out of Vegas school.
Oh no!
No, Vegas.
No,
I can't
I've
play.
never gone
Black
to
How
Ops.
will
Vegas.
you
I can't count to
deal?
21.
In my adult years, I've never gone.
Really?
I want to go.
He went a lot as a kid.
Yeah. I was
Sneaking in
I
on the
actually-
shoulders of
I
someone
actually
else.
went through Vegas a lot as a kid because we used to take road trips from
you just-
Colorado to LA all the time to visit my grandparents.
through
We'd
Vegas.
cross through Vegas.
Nice.
Right,
But
but
I-
not like in the casino.
Well, no, because it
Just
was
like there it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you're like allowed, but you have there's like paths.
Joe's standing in the
Yeah.
corner with his spinning
if you're
top.
underage, it's
Yeah.
like you can
Yeah,
only
stay on
walk
the
with
With the
carpet.
spin, yeah, with the spin,
Yeah.
yeah.
Vegas actually. So for this West Coast tour, I tried to squeeze in a Vegas show. So it was going to be 5 dates. It was going to be the three. It was going to be either Seattle or Portland, San Francisco, LA, and then I wanted to do like maybe we go to Denver and Vegas, or maybe we go to Vegas and like San Diego. And they're like, oh, that sounds cool. And then we had to pare it down for cost reasons. And I'm still, the two places I always said, like when we do AH Live or Achievement Hunter Live or Let's Play Live, I wanted to do the Hard Rock in Orlando and Vegas, anywhere in Vegas. And we did the Hard Rock in Orlando, and it was fucking
was pretty
awesome.
cool.
And so now I just have Vegas. If I do Vegas, then I'm done. I can
What's
retire.
your like prime pie in the sky Vegas venue?
There is I don't know if it's, I haven't seen
Heart
a lot
Attack
of
Grill.
venues. Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yes. Jack
there-
will die there.
there
Happy.
is a-
Dream.
Yeah, he'll retire from life.
Get on the scale out front, go eat, come back, weigh 40
You
pounds
just
more.
keep coming back every day until you get the free burger or whatever it is.
There's a venue
Triple bypass.
in the Hard Rock called The Joint. I don't know if it's still there or not, but I saw Bo Burnham there, and it was like, this is a fucking great venue. It's a big venue, but it's got 2 big screens on the side. It'd be perfect for us. But that being said, Vegas has a shitload of places to play.
They sure do.
So I would play literally anything. I would play someone's high school party if I had to,
Oh,
just
cool.
to say I played in Vegas.
I wanted to step up a little bit from that. I just like imagining Achievement Hunter in a Cirque du Soleil show, like that crossover
Can you?
world to be so silly.
Oh man.
Well, we'd all die at the end of it. but-
Well, obviously,
Well,
yeah.
you'd be on fire the whole
I
time.
would be on fire the whole time. I'd be
Yeah.
dead 3 minutes into the show,
be
but
a charred husk.
I would just be on fire, and someone would just be pulling me around with a rope.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get
Ghost
one
Rider,
of like
yeah.
the flies, and he's like hanging you from.
It's just like a, it's like a G-Mon.
Draping
Gets
you around.
the Magneto stick,
Yeah, that made me just
dragging him around.
But no, we've been so fortunate to do so many amazing live show stuff. I mean, we've played the Dolby Theater in Los Angeles, which is where they do the Oscars. We did the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York.
Where's
which is like,
Chicago? Is it famous one, too?
Chicago was the Chicago Theater.
Yeah.
Which is like literally the big Chicago theater. I know John Mulaney did a show there. It was on Netflix, and it's funny because it starts with him in the backstage and walks on stage. And backstage, everything is autographed because like anytime you go, people would sign it, and so my autograph is in there somewhere, which is
Cool.
kind of cool.
Yeah, they kept asking him not to
Yeah,
sign
they kept
it,
just
and he did it
sharpieing
anyway.
everything.
They said, sir, and he's like, don't, this one's on me.
Internet?
This one's cut.
Yeah.
Humor me?
They were trying to wipe it off.
Because I feel like none of us here are going to take the time to do so, but maybe y'all will. If you could watch that special with John Mulaney, freeze frame, find Jack's signature, zoom in and
Yeah,
enhance.
and then you can
Thank
prove he's a liar.
No, because it's like you walk. There's a staircase, and I
This
want to
is
say
Jack.
I may have signed up like on the second floor of the staircase.
Oh,
somewhere, but
that makes
it's
sense.
definitely
you,
there,
you wouldn't be able to see it.
which is kind of cool.
Sounds kind of like
it's-
Brian Williams talking about his helicopter.
Yeah. We got shot at. It was
And then
wild.
just, we started going down. I took over. I crash
I
landed.
just pushed the guy out.
Then Jack's gonna get put on timeout for 6 months.
Yeah, I got to go host the Late Late Show.
And then Lester Holt says, "Now's my time." What's funny is my love for like Lester Holt and all this has increased exponentially because of my obsession with Dateline over the last
yeah.
year. Now I'm like classic Lester Holt.
Oh God. Oh, has it been since the last episode that the tornadoes hit? That was this week, right?
Yeah. No, this is the
Holy
first
shit!
one.
There was tornadoes in Austin.
It was
Like,
yeah,
pretty close.
It's been a
to-
long
It's pretty
Where I
close.
was
It
at.
was still like Round Rock.
It was like
Yeah,
2008.
not as close.
Austin Metro.
No, I
Yeah.
know, but I mean, I will say it's close. But even then, is like
Yeah.
when people go, like especially my mother all the time is like, "There's tornadoes," and I just go, "They're not here.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
not here. They'll never be here. They don't come to me. They're not."
Usually
and
further
even
north.
then, like it was in Round Rock, and not to like, it sucks for anybody that got affected by it, but it was like tornado in Round Rock. This building got the glass broken.
Oh no, it got fucked up. There was like roofs and shit.
One of
ripped
my
off.
friends'
Was there?
houses
Oh, did you not see
actually.
the
Oh no, I didn't see like actual houses. I
Their
saw
neighborhood
like
was in the path.
Oh,
Yeah.
that
Their
sucks.
whole
See, I didn't know
neighborhood
that.
got
See, I didn't even
fucked up.
know that.
No, that's the wild.
I just
thing.
saw like one car turned over, like a tree fell over, and then like some roof damage on a built like a.
Oh, no,
public
There was a mobile home that got thrown up on top of this huge industrial building.
That actually wasn't even from Round Rock.
Oh,
I don't know where that came from.
That was a movie. No, it's funny because we did a shoot on Tuesday, or I did a shoot here on Tuesday where I came up and Anna, the hair and makeup person, I was talking to her, I was like, "Oh, yeah, you just survived the tornadoes last night?" She goes, "Wait, what?" And I'm like, "The tornadoes in Round Rock?" She's like, What happened? I know it was
Yeah.
windy yesterday. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
there were
Yeah.
tornadoes
Yeah.
in Round Rock.
Straight
I
out
don't know
the
what
warning.
shit and she's like, and I had to like show her a video of it. It was
No. What happened was like.
the Chili's. Yeah, Chili's got wrecked. The one up in Round Rock got wrecked. It's
Yeah.
okay though. We will rebuild.
Yeah, that's like the.
Thank
one I was talking
goodness.
about.
Yeah.
That's like it sucks, but still like tornado. My Chili's.
It was pretty loud though.
It was very loud. The biggest I was affected, the next day I came out and I was like, the cars are filthy. They were filthy. filthy, just like all the dirt. Like literally looked like we were in one of those
There's a
those
parking lot.
Ford truck commercials where they're just driving through the mud. And I was like, damn it, I just had the car washed like a week ago.
Don't worry, they're built tough.
But yeah,
Michael.
it's wild. Like
last. They are.
I watched like a live feed of a tornado tearing through the Kalahari Resort, which is like this indoor water park, and one of the news stations has like just a remote camera just to get pretty shots of stuff, and they literally just watching this tornado come at them until it hit the camera and knocked the camera over.
Damn.
It's like, what are the odds of that? Literally having a camera in the middle of a tornado.
The clip that Jack was just showing Joe too, since for internet. For anyone who hasn't seen it, I saw the girl tweeting about it. She said like, I was in the parking lot when I got like pulled by a tornado, and she's showing her scrapes and bruises. And she was saying like, let her tweets speak for themselves, but apparently her thing was like, she was caught in the middle of it in the parking lot of a Walmart and tried to run inside the building for safety, which makes sense logically, but unfortunately she got literally caught up in the tornado and got pulled across the parking lot. That's nuts.
See, I made a correlation actually that I think Walmarts attract tornadoes.
Oh, hang on now, you're on
Because
something.
when I was living in Colorado, I was living in a city called Aurora, there was a area that doesn't normally ever get tornadoes. And there was one tornado that touched down. My sister and my mom were actually in the Walmart when it happened. And it tore through the Walmart, like over the Walmart, in an area that doesn't get tornadoes. The one that happened here, that never happens, Walmart.
Well, let me ask you this. Were your mother and your sister in that Walmart? Because maybe it's them, not the Walmarts.
You can see.
Are you
some of
sure?
They weren't in.
Are you sure?
Was Buckley there? And
Have
did
you,
he get
have you
blown
talked to
up?
them since?
If they were here, they didn't tell me.
If they were, well, they didn't tell you because they got tornadoes chasing them.
Probably because they don't love me.
Well, definitely. You keep calling me Papa. Also, I think the other answer to that is there's 400 trillion Walmarts. And there was a Walmart right there.
Was there a Starbucks across the street?
And a McDonald's?
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Wild.
It's all adding up.
Holy shit!
Well, also the actual wild part about that is while that was happening in Round Rock,
They were really here and didn't visit him.
There were
That's the wild.
there were tornadoes happening really close to where I grew up, like in the DFW area at the same
Denton,
time.
yeah.
Yeah, so I had friends in Denton going like, "Oh, are you okay?" And they're like, "Are you okay down in Austin?" And like both of us are like, "You good?" Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
wild. And like the fact that like there were no fatalities as far as I know, which is incredible
Yeah,
for
pretty
something that
nuts.
serious. Like that's fantastic. And
Pretty
so,
nuts.
But it was very weird sitting on my computer watching a tornado tear through Round Rock, like live on camera. I'm like, oh, my relatives live in Round Rock, and they're okay, thankfully. My brother-in-law works for the city of Round Rock, so he pretty much was like, well, I'm not sleeping for the next 3 days because he's just been working nonstop.
Kind of sucks that we don't live in Central City, or the Flash could have just ran in the opposite direction.
It's true, yeah. Or just like the whole Earth. Turn us back another day.
You think it sucks that we don't live there where shit's always going wrong?
Yeah.
And it's like, it sucks.
But we
and
have
like,
Flash.
But we also
Right,
have
but
all the villains that go with the
But I
Flash.
prefer not having the
True.
Flash and then
Right.
no one shows up. We have Ted Cruz.
Right.
That's it.
we do have some villains out here.
He's like Clayface and the Joker all mixed together, except not
Don't give him
intelligent.
that credit.
the only reason, like, not that he doesn't get attention, because he does, and he is a piece of shit.
Boy, does he love porn.
But it's Ted Cruz is the only reason you don't hear even more about Abbott. He's like, hang on, hang on, let them hate me today.
Yeah.
And then
think
Abbott gets jealous.
Michael-
and says, no, my turn.
Then Ron
And
DeSantis is like
well,
the
then-
Joker in Arkham.
All right,
He's
and then,
like,
and,
hey.
then, and then Cornyn's like, yeah, hate them, doing the exact same thing.
I
Yes,
sound
yes.
like a
But it's just
conspiracy
like-
he's
theorist,
pulling
but
the
I literally
strings.
think that's what's happening. I genuinely think that when they get into a crisis, they go, Cruz, you gotta say something dumb shit. Or
No,
you
no,
gotta
because
go
they
there,
don't give
you
a
gotta
shit.
say, like,
They absolutely don't do that because they don't care. Do you think they go, oh no, I messed up?
No,
They
it's
fuck-
more like, this is gonna get a little messy. Can you just like jingle some keys over here so our constituents go,
I don't think so at all, because they do something fucking stupid, and then people are like, you're a fucking idiot. But then the other idiots are like, that's my idiot. And they go, yeah, I'm
my
for
team,
you.
Very
my
true.
team.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't criticize your team.
Yeah.
How many
Let's talk about
impressions-
racist babies.
Impressions did I
Oh
make?
God.
Uh,
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's
all
my
this
politics.
to say, yeah, I'm glad everyone's safe from the tornadoes.
Everybody, you each have one left.
Yeah.
You, Joe and Lindsay, you each have one.
Tornado.
What was the last time you
fucking
remember a tornado
Ukraine.
warning in Austin? Because I think I was in college when there was one, like 2008.
I don't know, Jack. A lot of shit's been going on since you've been gone.
I
You
know.
behind
Going
this?
on.
Yeah. Me and Zelensky are like,
Ooh.
fucking, that guy's awesome. That guy's the shit.
Yeah, I meant you causing bad stuff.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. I've just been.
Do you know him, though?
I've been doing TikToks in Ukraine, like around tanks and shit.
Oh, okay.
The only tanks we've been interacting with is the World of Tanks video that I did with Jack. You should
that's
check it
right.
out now. It's great.
Check it out now. It was 2 years ago.
It's still on
That was
YouTube.
like a
Michael.
year and a half ago?
It's not going anywhere. It's still there.
When was
it's still
it?
there.
That was like it was in, I want to say it was like November of like 2 years ago. It's like a year and a half ago.
I mean, it had to be.
'Cause it was
it was like
for
the holidays, right?
Yeah, it was like a
So
Christmas
it had to be
thing.
2019. Sure
It
as
was-
fuck wasn't 2020.
It was one of the,
Maybe
I
it
think
was.
I think
No.
it was the first.
Oh, maybe
It was
non-
2020.
Oh, it was? Yeah. Oh, yeah, because it was a whole like,
Was it like October or something we did it?
it was like
No, it wasn't before that.
procedure to like,
Yeah.
To
COVID
make
stuff.
sure
You're right,
you're
I think it
filming
was
properly.
2020.
Yeah, no, it was, and also because in
was
that
like a year and a
video,
half ago.
I feel comfy saying it, but I was laughing
Oh,
about like
2020. I know, yes.
weight loss
yeah.
and quarantine
I couldn't remember
fluctuating.
2019
what
or
year it
2020.
was.
It's like start quarantine at a certain weight, like post 2 pregnancies, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna work out, get a little healthier, and I'm like in that video, I'm like looking good, Lindsay, and then like now I'm like, shit happened. All right, we'll go back to the gym. All right.
Yeah, I fluctuated. Like at that point,
I
I
texted
kind of
my
got
trainer,
into it.
stop calling.
Nice. Yeah, I was actually in pretty good shape for that video. Then I kind of let myself go. Then I got to like the marathon stuff. I'm like, all right, let me try to fix this. And
Yeah.
It was mostly like work stuff, but like we just got slammed with just like tons of shit where, you know, I have to go really early in the morning to go to the gym. I just don't have time after the day, which I don't like. I'm gonna go there after the day anyway, but then like the kids are at home and, you know, they're gonna go to sleep at a certain time anyway. So I try and leave like on time to get home. And so I do it in the morning, but now Iris goes to school. So like Lindsay and I alternate taking her to school. So I have like these days to go to the gym.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just like, I can't go. Like I was up too late or whatever, or I've come to the office early or something. And so I always have my set days and I'll try and talk to my trainer the day before, but sometimes I'll text her in the morning like, hey, I'm not gonna make it. It's like, cool, whatever. It was like 2 weeks of being like, hey, you gonna make it this week? And I just went, you know what? Let's just pause for now. It was like 7 sessions in a row, like not gonna make it, not gonna make it, not gonna make it, not gonna make it. And like normally I don't care, but I'm just like,
Feel guilty.
well, not only that, I'm just like, you know, hoping it's gonna happen isn't gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
Right. And so literally, and then finally I was ready to go back, right? And she's like, oh yeah, we can come back to this date. I was just like, okay, a bunch of stuff's out of the way. We can go back to like a regular routine. And she texts me and she's like, so I lost my assistant and the cleaning guy. So now basically she has to do their work, so can't train me during the time until she finds new people, right? And I'm like, okay. So then another week went by, right? So now she finally texts me for next week. She's like, next week, you back? And I go, one day before I leave for a 5-day tour. So it's like, I'm this close to going back.
Split the
Almost. I was like, I'll go in one day next week to like, stretch my rusty bones.
Be super sore.
Do you
It's pretty
enjoy going
bad.
to the gym?
Yeah, I like going. It's just I just getting there is difficult.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the
So
gym.
That's a
I
struggle
just
for a lot
hate
of people.
running.
So
Running disgusts
you're a
me.
morning workout person. You don't
yeah.
do night.
No. Again, I don't prefer it because I'm lazy at the end of the day, but also with the kids, it's just not even really like an option. And I avoid the weekend as much as possible.
Yeah, my
That
thing
sucks.
was it's Texas, so anytime after about 10 p.m. it's unbearable to be outside.
Yep.
So I literally would have to start waking up at like 6:30 in the morning, go downtown, and I run Town Lake, so I run downtown in Austin, and it's like, so I'm down running at like 7 a.m. and
I
go
do-
you know, 3 to 6 miles.
I mean, I do strength exercises. You know, I just do, and you know, I do every body part. It changes every day or whatever. And it's like exercise and then cardio, then exercise and cardio. The cardio is not like actually cardio. It's just like take a break in between. You know, 3 minutes on the treadmill, 3 minutes on the elliptical, do the rower or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I do it all. I just don't just straight up like run. The most I'll run is like 5 minutes. You know, or I'll run a mile. When I'm on my peak of actually going to the gym, I'll do a mile.
Yeah.
I can't like if I walked in right now, I'd drop dead. There's no way.
There's other ways to do cardio. You don't have to run.
I do hit
Yeah,
training.
swimming,
but it's like, yeah, but my gym doesn't have a pool. I'm just saying there, it's not like I don't do it at all, but I'm not there to do cardio,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
And so I just like, it actually really, for me, like it fucking wakes me up and like gives me energy for the day.
same, yeah.
And it works perfectly though, where like it rides through the whole day and then I'm just tired as fuck at night.
Yeah,
and so it
you
works in that favor of like, oh, I'm tired at night for like a good reason.
Yeah.
And so that's why I really like doing it when I can go regularly, because it's like I'm working out. It wakes me up in the morning. It makes me get up.
And then
it's
2
good
o'clock
for
rolls
you.
around, you're like, oh my God.
No, I can usually make it through the day. Here, as long as it's not like repetitious, like a bunch of days in a row or like crazy long shoot days, I still, in my almost old age, have enough of just like an unlimiter to be like, gotta make content, gotta do it,
Yeah.
right? Where like I won't get tired in the middle of the day in a video.
It's like
You know
it's
what
like
I
a
mean?
different gear that you
It's a
always
different
have,
gear,
you know,
right?
just in
But
case.
that's especially why we're like I get home and I'm like, because now I'm
Yeah.
tired from the gym and from work.
That's one of those things where it's like
and
we've
now though, when I get there, then I get jumped on by children going, "You're home, play with us." I go,
Yeah, even better. No, it is one thing that we've had guests come in where I remember like Dante Bosco came in one time and filmed with us for like an hour, and afterwards he's like, "God, are you gonna do that again?" And he's like, "Yeah, we filmed 2 before you got here, that, and we'll do like 2 more." And he's like, "Fuck."
It's like-
exhausting, and it's hard to explain that like sitting at a desk and trying to do comedy.
It's
for an
mentally
hour.
It's kind of like
Yeah.
it's kind of like Naruto, like Rock Lee. Like
Exactly.
like
I was gonna
oh,
say
I'm gonna
that.
unlock
Me
one of
too.
my gates, but like it'll kill me later. You know what I mean? Like it's not regular energy. It's you're in a fight and going or like.
Do it for Jeff
they're just
Sensei.
like, hey, I sealed your like 10 ketsus or whatever they're
Yeah, the
called.
10 ketsus.
You can't use chakra anymore. And it's like, guess I'll use the 9 tails. That's Achievement Hunter, basically.
Yeah.
And so it's 2 separate pools. Knowing the second pool
And
is
we
kind
use
of like
Red
the
Bull to unlock
emergency
it.
reserve. Well, I do it without that now because that's just straight up poison.
Well.
But I know it's like it's not limitless. It's a separate life pool. But like that's just like it's
like you have your mana and
It's
you have
a
your
it's
health,
a
you
weird
know?
default. Yeah, it's like we're doing the video and it's like, hey, we're doing the video, and it's not like pretending.
Yeah.
Not like
Yeah.
putting. It's like this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it, and you just do it.
Yeah.
The only time that's not really the case is like if you're sick. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Of just being like, oh
miserable.
fuck, I feel
Joe,
like
you
shit.
watched My Hero. It's much like All Might. We get
Yeah.
ready for a video, and we know that we're dying inside. We're broken and
That's
bleeding
true.
after
Yeah, you
fighting
get a
so many
timer.
villains.
Yeah.
You get a
But we
timer.
have to do it.
Yeah.
We
Half
gotta
my
do it.
guts are gone.
Yeah. Well,
That's how it is.
Joe
though.
Midori over
Even
there is watching
content,
us,
Like,
yeah.
Like even with like streaming and stuff. When you're streaming for a really long time, people think like you're that way all the time. And it's
Yeah.
like, you like work yourself up to
Uh-huh.
it. You're yourself, and then as soon as it's done, dead.
yeah.
You know?
Like if you had a camera backstage at AH Live, like when we're done with the show, people are like, "Oh, you gonna go out and party?" It's like,
Dude,
No.
even
Fuck
like
no.
before the show, sometimes
we're, like,
there's so many
sleeping
times where it's like
backstage,
the
yeah.
show's starting and I'm just like waiting to start.
Yeah,
And I was
yeah.
Like, blah, blah, like,
Yeah.
you gonna do this? And I was like, no, I'm just gonna go do it.
Yeah.
And then it's just literally a switch.
Yeah, and that's a performer. I mean, that's something that like everyone does. I mean, or at least I wouldn't say everyone. Most performers are gonna
Yeah.
do that, where it's like you literally conserve your energy until it's like I'm gonna give it my 100%. So that when I step off, I'm gonna be like,
That's
turn
actually
it down to like 30.
That's
so I
actually
can
why
go
I
out.
like streaming because I don't give a shit, and so I don't do it. I do this the whole time,
Oh,
and I just go, hey, like
There you go.
I got a day job.
well, that's what I do now.
The Orange
Fuck
Cassidy
this.
is streaming. You put your hands in your pocket and you push
And I go,
stream.
I already worked today,
We're live.
motherfucker.
Goodness.
I'm gonna do whatever I want.
Well, I get the mental exhaustion and then the prep of wanting to conserve energy. But then on top of that, I get like super social anxiety that I have to work through beforehand. I'm sure the performers do too. But I laugh thinking back to the Garbo Man dance performance I did for AH Live. Which was really, really fun and something that I just thought would be entertaining. But beforehand, I'm literally standing backstage getting ready, like dressed in my garbage bag with my trash can. And people kept coming over like, hey, are you okay? You good? Like, you excited? And I was like, yes, I'm ready. And they're like, do you want anything? I'm like, no, I do not. I'm like, I need to just like
What I always
prep
like
for
to
this.
do is whenever I'm doing anything with anyone, right before we go, I always go, hey, you scared? I just do it all. I say it to Jeff. I say it to Gus. I say it to Eric, like before we do Face Jam. Be like, and every now and then someone doesn't know that, but like, hey, you scared? And they're like, no, why? I'm like, I don't know, anything could happen. Or people will be like, oh, do you get nervous when you do this? I'm like, no, because it's not real.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
we're in a weird bubble. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
I'm so curious to see the new kids, the rookies getting out there
Yeah.
and like doing this for the first time. Like Joe, I'm legit excited to watch you,
Watch
BK,
it
and
fail.
Kai be like,
goodness.
how are you going to react on stage? Because
Yeah.
it can be scary. I mean, it is scary. 100% it's scary. I
yeah,
remember
like-
the first couple times I did like PAX panels, and I was
And
like,
It's like a roller coaster.
Ooh, you're
It's
nervous.
exciting.
This is
Yeah.
an amazing
But-
question you have for Joe, but before you
Nerve-inducing.
answer, let's hear from our sponsors on today's episode. Right now, unless you're a first member, you don't
love
have to listen to it. Or if you're watching it live, you get around it that way too. This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Babbel. For most of us, learning a second language in high school or college wasn't exactly a high point in our academic careers. I took Spanish in high school, and I don't know it, so I learned it. Certainly not for someone who just wanted to get home to play Xbox. That tracks too. That's just that was what was out when I was in high school. That's Good research. But now, thanks to Babbel, the language learning app that sold more than 10 million subscriptions, there's an addictively fun and easy way to learn a new language, whether you'll be traveling abroad, connecting in a deeper way with family, or you just have some free time. Babbel teaches bite-sized language lessons that you'll actually use in the real world. Lindsay's been using Babbel to refresh their Spanish, which they already are very good at. It's the thing where Lindsay likes to say, I'm not fluent in Spanish. And I say, but you understand it when people talk to you, and really just kind of shuns me, someone that goes, I don't know what's happening around me. So I really should get on it. But Lindsay's been refreshing and teaching our kids, and so they don't end up like me. And it's super simple, super easy to use. Babbel's 15-minute lessons make it the perfect way to learn a new language on the go. Other language learning apps use AI for their lesson plans, but Babbel lessons were created by over 100 language experts. Their teaching method has been scientifically proven by scientists to be effective. You can choose from 14 different languages, including Spanish, French, Italian, German, and more, because that's not 14. Plus, Babbel's speech recognition technology helps you to improve your pronunciation and accent, which is important that you're learning the language and then also pronouncing it correctly. There's so many ways to learn with Babbel, and in addition to lessons, you can access podcasts, games, videos, stories, and even live classes. Plus, it comes with a 20-day money-back guarantee. Start your new language learning journey today with Babbel. Right now, when you purchase a 3-month Babbel subscription, you'll get an additional 3 months for free. That's 6 months for the price of 3. Just go to Babbel.com and use promo code OFFTOPIC. That's BABBEL.com, code OFFTOPIC. Babbel, language for life. This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Manscaped. Spring has sprung, and our friends at Manscaped have the best tools for some spring cleaning in your pants. Trust me, your confidence will be blooming like the flowers this upcoming spring. Wonderful. Time to clear out that winter bush and join the other 4 million men who trusted Manscaped. Use code OFFTOPIC to get 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com. Okay, listen, trimming ain't fun, right? You know it, I know it. There's been many nicks and cuts. But not anymore, thanks to Manscaped. Now, guess what? It is fun. It goes, you go, woo! And then you turn it on, you got the little trimmer, no boo-boos, the light comes on, and then spring cleaning's here. Manscaped is the global leader in men's below-the-waist grooming and have forever changed the grooming game with their amazing Performance Package 4.0. What is it? It includes their Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer. They just get better with every version. It's kind of insane. Soon it's going to have Wi-Fi. That's not like a promise. I'm making that up, but they might. Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, crop preserver, ball deodorant. Okay? Why are you just using deodorant on your pits? Is that the only place you stink? What are you, special? I doubt it. Crop Reviver toner, performance boxer briefs, and a travel bag to hold all your goodies. The Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer is a pube assassin that is waterproof and equipped with an LED light. I already knew that. So you bet it's a major key to the new shower routine. The Weed Whacker nose and ear hair trimmer provides proprietary skin-safe technology which helps reduce nicks, snags, and tugs in those delicate nose and ear holes. You ever get snagged in the ear? Well, now you never will. The Crop Preserver is an anti-chafing, ball deodorant, and moisturizer. You'll also find the Crop Reviver spray-on toner for your balls, which will keep you smelling fresh down there, just like spring flowers. Go ahead, compare. Complete your grooming game this spring with the new refined cologne signature scent by Manscaped. This stuff is legit and will have you smelling like royalty, like a king, maybe. Smell and feel good this spring, like a king. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code OFFTOPIC at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping with the code OFFTOPIC at manscaped.com. It's time to throw out your old hygiene habits and upgrade your life. Hey, it's us! Like me, but RTX, that's Rooster Teeth. You like podcasts, right? Do you like gaming? How about animation and cosplay? You can experience the very best in podcasting, gaming, and animation at RTX Austin, July 1st through July 3rd. Yes, that means it includes July 2nd. We don't even skip a day. Add some fun to your summer plans. Come see your favorite podcasts in person and discover new favorites at RTX Austin. Bonus, you're also in Austin, which is pretty cool in general. So you come for RTX, you do all that stuff. Then you get to eat at all the places that we always talk about because we're like, I like this place. And I go, I like this place. And then you go, I'm at the place that they talked about. RTX Austin takes the best in podcasting, gaming, and animation and brings it all to Austin, Texas for one unforgettable weekend. And it so much doesn't really bring it there because we're already here. Like right now, it's just kind of, we go to the convention center. Step into the exhibit hall filled with cosplayers, live gaming, indie artists, and more. I'm some of the more, right? Like I'm and more. I'll be there, okay? Of course, health and safety is our number one priority. Masks will be required during the event, and we follow city guidelines, which fortunately, Austin, they're pretty good, okay? They're Texas, sometimes it's crazy. Austin, you know what's up. If you're unable to attend due to COVID, we will work with you to postpone your badge for the following year or request a refund. Head over to bit.ly/RTXAustin22, because that's the year, to grab your badge for RTX Austin and get ready for a weekend filled with the best of podcasting, gaming, and animation. That's bit.ly/RTXAustin2022 to get your badge today. See you in Austin, July 1st through 3rd. And hey, while you're doing that, it's not over. Check out Rooster Teeth First. It's where you can get access to amazing shows supported by our first members, like Achievement Hunter Wrestling. You may know it as AHW. And Murder Room, all episodes out now, plus early access to events. And you get a discount in our store, so go check out that, support the show, and join in on the community. Plus, if you sign up, then you wouldn't even be watching this ad if you were a first member. We're gonna cut back to the podcast, but for us, this never happened yet, and then we kind of have to explain what ads are to Joe because he's confused by it. That's bit.ly/RTXAustin22. Get your tickets now. Get your first membership. Don't be a jabroni like Joe. You go to roosterteeth.com/sign-up, and you'll be good to go. And this is the last you'll ever hear of me in this capacity anyway. All right, I gotta slither on out of here. I'll catch you later. Nailed it.
Sneaky.
Sucker. All right, now go ahead. We'll put it in. Wait, do you understand what
no.
I've done?
Okay, so
Do you understand what I've done?
Okay,
That's
yeah.
an edit
recording.
recording.
Exactly.
You know how I
Come
said
back
if you're
in.
watching live, you won't
No,
see it?
I know.
That's now.
No, I know.
Back to
I know,
work.
Michael. I've been on. Okay,
So now people watching the VOD just watch it
I
all,
don't
and they're going,
think
Joe doesn't understand what
Advertisers,
just happened.
They pay for a lot of this stuff because, you know, we sell merchandise,
Right,
but
right.
not enough to cover a full-blown studio.
But first, they also go, I don't want to watch that.
Yeah.
So they
First
didn't
one's
see
like,
it.
They pay in advance, so they don't have to worry about seeing advertising.
But the live viewers,
I
it's
don't need
like
another,
the
sofa.
The live viewers is kind of like Southwest. Like you don't have to watch it only if you show up right now in the middle of the day this one time.
Yeah.
This is your Southwest ticket to get around the
You're
Zag.
the first group. You get a choice of any seat on the plane. They're all open right now. But when Grandma's in Group C, she's boned. She's sitting in the back next to the toilet. Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, and Kara's
okay,
dropped
look.
credit card.
How are you gonna fuck this show up? Go ahead.
I'm
you
gonna-
better catch on fire.
I'm gonna fuck it up by being me.
that's what people are gonna see.
No, honestly, I think like looking at it, it is daunting, and I don't know how I'm going to react when I get on stage because I've never been on a stage like that before.
What I'd like to say
But-
is like we'll be there, but we won't.
No,
I want
yeah.
you to turn
No,
around
no,
and
no.
we're all gone, and it's just you on the stage. So don't
You're
go,
saying,
"Papa!"
Joe, goodness.
Just Joe on stage
That's
peeing
how we'll.
himself.
I would
love-
open up every single show.
I would love the idea of like, because they're swapping. And,
Yeah.
it's like somebody will walk off and then we're like, we'll go out and you go first. And you're like, yeah. And then you walk in and realize none of us followed you.
And then I just sit there standing. I'll just go around. I'll just stand like this. I'll be like, Papa?
Like a kid Dad's dance recital. Yeah.
I don't know, by the way, I didn't mean to cut you off here, but with this, I've decided at some point that I was going to be Joe's mentor.
Oh, okay.
And I told him, I said, hey, I'm your
Oh,
mentor
yeah.
now.
Where
And
is Jack on our lore?
And
Yeah.
well, I'm just saying. And so I just added it to like my social media that I'm his mentor, and then I told him about it.
Oh.
And so I've taken him under my wing, but then he immediately started calling me Sensei and Papa. And I always correct him, and I say, well, you're my mentee. And
Yeah.
he goes, Papa, what should I do? And I always go,
Yeah.
well, I'll mentor you, but anyway.
After the photo shoot, it's solidified. I'm calling you Papa.
Yeah, we did a shoot.
I
Man,
feel
he
like I
was crawling
started
around like a
something
baby.
unholy.
You're feeding me confetti.
I'm excited for those photos.
Yeah.
I got sent a couple of them. They were
Yeah.
pretty good. So.
We were taking the photos and they were great, but in the moment, it was Michael and Joe doing the same like Papa mentor dynamic, and I went, is it too much if I bring a spoon over? So I brought a spoon and I gave it to Joe. I was like, okay, can Michael like feed you like a baby?
He immediately piled on confetti and tried to feed it to me,
yeah.
and I was just like,
Yeah.
But you're on the ground on all fours, Joe.
Yeah.
You're literally crawling
baby
like
bird.
a baby.
Dude, the last fucking podcast, I don't remember if it was the main show or the post show. I think it was the post show. We were like, ba-da-boo-ba-doo, whatever. We walking towards the camera, and Joe's like, I'm hungry. And I was like, time to get fed. And we both, unplanned, go down under the camera. At the same time, we get under the frame, and Joe starts going, yum, yum, yum. And I immediately come back and go, no, I'm not. Yours started making noises and shit. I'm out of here.
I think what you said was, it's feeding time.
Yeah, and we both end, and you go, "Nyum, nyum," and I immediately, nope, and I come back up and I just walked off.
Coward.
Walk away from that.
Coward.
Can't be there for that.
So anyway, though, you and the live show,
Yes.
are you scared?
I don't think I'm scared.
No, you will be.
I probably will be.
What do I have you?
Have you been on stage like at all?
I've never been on stage, no. Like,
Do you know
with any
how
kind of
stages
event.
work?
Do you know how to get on and off, and do you know what left and right is?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
It's opposite.
House and stage,
Yes.
right and left. Okay, cool.
Yes. If I'm facing towards the audience, someone says exit left.
Then you leave. Yeah.
Easy peasy.
All right.
Goodness.
let's
Sounds
see
like
here.
he's been on a stage.
excited.
Lindsay, you've got another. You're doing a little bit on your own this time, which is going to be exciting.
I am.
I'm excited for that. I'm not going to spoil it.
I've mentioned that it's maybe doing a little ditty.
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that.
Our friend Jeremy, he likes to sing a lot too.
It does.
Also, speaking of Jeremy, I think you're friends with Jeremy and those old guys who somehow follow you around. They might make an appearance at some point if you want to see them
No,
live.
they're both those old dudes. They're gonna be there in the balconies.
It's
heckling.
just Waldorf and Statler. Hey, goddamn kids! Who is this BK? Yeah, it's going to be a blast. I'm excited to get back out there and and if you should join us.
Yeah. It's hard to describe. I mean, we do this daily and we get a beautiful interaction with the audience, but it's different when it's like in person. You can feel the energy.
That's
in
what
the
I've always
room.
said.
Yeah.
Like making content at our desks at the office is great because you have like 10 people that you're trying to make laugh. But when you're on stage and you've got 1,000 people that are reacting to everything you say, it's such a different like energy and experience, and it's
just,
so much
just
fun.
on a small scale of that, like especially after, like quarantine for so long and then coming back, but it was like, this is like the third space we've been doing the podcast, and just going from the last room to this room is such of like, space and interaction, and like the same people are here, like with broadcasts and stuff, but not like squeezed in a little room, and it's not like, I don't know, the ceiling's right above you and the set's smaller because the walls aren't like, it's so good to not just be back in person, because that was the first step, right? Anything is better than being at home. But then it's like, you're dealing with the limitations. Getting back here is like, oh my God, it's just so nice to be in this big open space again. They can get further away from us like they want. The final plan is they're going to be back there in that room.
Oh, yeah.
And so then they'll have to have like a microphone system just to hear us.
They're actually going to be at home.
Yeah.
We're going to be here on stage.
So it's good. And so like the live shows are like the ultimate level of that.
Yeah. It's a blast. And the live shows are so much fun. And I always tell there's a lot of people that put these things together, and everyone gets nervous. And they're like, we need exactly the structure of the show 2 months before. And it's like, calm down. Because thankfully we have Adam Baird, who's running the I always say like Adam. So you haven't met Adam Baird, I don't think.
No, I don't think I have.
He is the left brain to my right brain that I'm running all the creative and trying to come up with weird shit, and he's trying to figure out how to make it work.
Okay.
And he does a fantastic job of that. But he also he's been working with Rooster Teeth for like 12 years, and so he understands where we're coming from in our humor, and so he just rolls with everything, and it's amazing. And so like when shit breaks, that's my favorite time because when stuff's going wrong, that's when I think flourished.
I think he was the one person hired before me.
He was like number 12 or something like that.
I was later than that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I was the next hire after
Really?
him. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure.
Yeah, because we moved to our office downtown, or not downtown, down south,
Yeah.
and that's when he came in. He came in
Yeah.
like almost immediately after we got down there.
Yeah.
And so then you came in very shortly
And
after.
I was also, I'm a week older than him, or like 2 weeks older.
Yeah.
It's a big guy.
He's a big dude.
He's like a
He's in
large-
shape now. Have you seen
Yeah,
him lately?
yeah.
He's fucking ripped now.
I mean, he's been in shape more than not.
Yeah.
In the length we've known him.
Yeah.
But he just like was like he hit that thing of like, wow, like damn, like you got in shape, and then it's just like better every time. Like he just like, oh, you just keep. Oh, you don't go like me. You don't rubber band. Like I'm pretty good. And then I'm like, bleh.
Yeah,
And then I'm
take a few months off.
That loop,
Yeah.
that loop. I've just been doing that for years.
Christian Bale kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where's
without
my
the
Oscar?
millions and
Yeah.
millions and millions of dollars. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just doing it for
Personal
fun.
trainer. But no, it's gonna be a lot of fun though, and that's the thing too. Is like we're always gonna roll with it, and we're gonna make it a good show no matter what. And so, and yeah, and it's gonna be a blast, and hopefully we do more stuff like that at RTX, and so it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Make sure you at least go to the Seattle one because I won't be alive after that one.
That's true.
Yep.
We'll bring your ashes to the other shows and sprinkle them on
make
the
it,
stage.
Yeah.
I'll make it in a body bag.
I mean-
No, 'cause that's too much. No, it's ashes. We'll burn
It's-
it.
oh,
You're
okay.
gonna get burnt up.
Well, we'll get it like
In
a
a
coffee
jar.
can. like
Yeah,
that.
we'll-
Can we throw them in the ocean? Like,
Just a regular mason jar.
Put them in like a.
Well, we have a bottle right here.
Moscow
We can-
Mule.
Yeah.
Wait.
You know,
Put you in with the musty
shake it up.
water.
Put it with the
Yeah,
musty
yeah.
water. Yeah.
Lord.
Oh my god. We were gonna go to Disneyland. The plan was to go to Disneyland after the LA show, and it turns out Disneyland's full.
I heard.
Yeah,
You
I tried to buy tickets like 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
and that day was just sold
Check
out.
today.
Yeah.
No,
Maybe some freed up.
it's not.
That's not how it works.
Maybe.
They could have died.
Well,
and then said like, "Hey, sorry."
You think
so-and-so
Disney's gonna
died.
give the
Can
tickets
you-
back?
Right.
Can you like?
Can you recycle
Also
these
true.
tickets to
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1, no. 2, do you think they're always going to be at capacity for trash like us? Just saying, like.
No, I think they just want money, and if you can, if
They
they can legally allow one more breathing human, they will accept your cash. And that was it. Like I am not implying that if someone died, they'd give them a refund, but they would have an extra spot.
Yeah.
They double dip.
Yeah.
They get the money for the dead
They
guy
wouldn't.
and for
They
the
wouldn't
person.
refund the ticket from the dead guy.
They'd be like, we're not giving you your money back. Thanks for letting us know. One more ticket available.
We got a free one.
Oh, we got a dropper.
team meeting in the morning. Guys, sad news. Someone died that was supposed to come and celebrate.
Oh, I'm sure that's
celebrate
someone's
their
entire
life in
job.
Disneyland.
Like, what's
Good
the count
news.
today? 6. 6 extra tickets.
Good
This is a
news.
line out for Cole's shaking.
Yeah.
You. Today's your lucky day. We get $400.
It's someone going, today's your lucky day. And they're like, yeah! As they're wheeling a body past the person.
God.
Thank you.
Some.
Happiest place on earth.
This belongs in the Reddit threads that I listen to about like secrets behind Disney World or like if you used to
Secrets
work
behind
at
Disney
Disney.
World.
Yeah, like what can you say now that NDA
What
is
was
on?
the craziest thing that happened at the park in Disney World? That's all I fucking hear in my house.
Yeah, sorry,
It's
so
like,
what Michael's
it's like
saying-
the robot Reddit,
Yeah.
fucking YouTube, TikTok.
It's not a
compilation
person
videos.
reading them, it's
someone
just the
typing a
speech,
thing.
yeah.
And then it's
Oh,
just
like
like
that
auto
TikTok
read.
woman voice thing?
No, it's a
No.
Lindsay listens to is he British? He's either British dude or just a weird ass
this like a
American
plugin or
dude.
something, or is
no,
this-
it's just
It's
like
just
a fucking video.
It's
that,
text
like,
to speech and it's
text
just
to
reading
speech.
Reddit comments.
It's text
Yeah.
to speech and it's a standard thing, but they'll take like 1 million of them and make a compilation. So then
Yeah.
it's like a 20-minute video. Like it'll be
So-
like, I walk in and it's just like, name your interaction with an incel. And then it'll be like, seriously. And then it'll be like, this one time I met a guy at the bar. And it's just story after story after story after story. And this is all I hear in my house is this robot man.
It's literally like you watch Flight of the
Get your
Conchords.
cake,
It's,
jump in,
it's the
elderman.
humans are dead. Where when they go like, can't we just talk to the humans? No, that's literally the stories.
But
So
it's that of like, so then I was like, whoa, this guy is weird. Like, it'll still throw in the like, some words it just doesn't
Yeah.
get right.
it like fiance is a big one. There's like my fiancé. I'm like, close enough.
Yeah,
I tried.
that happens a lot in our home.
But some great Disney stories, that being said. Now,
lot of cool Disney stories.
because Disney's closed, we can't do that. And I said, that sucks. I
they're not
suggested
closed. They're full.
They're closed for
It's
us,
the
Michael.
it's the
They might as
exact
well.
opposite of
They
closed.
might as well be
doors are
closed, Michael.
for the people who did.
For us, the doors are closed, Michael. It doesn't matter. We can't
Sorry,
get
we're
in.
closed, but there's like 100,000 people
Yeah.
in there. We're closed.
You can argue your nomenclature. It doesn't matter. Regardless, we're not getting in the
Oh, it
park.
must be the shoes.
Yeah.
They won't let me.
Point is, I think we should go and find the most white trash equivalent of a Disney World experience or Disneyland experience.
Yeah, it's called Busch Gardens.
Yeah, you would know.
They got Iron
I mean,
Gwazi
they're
down there?
they're still pretty nice.
Yeah, I was
Busch
gonna
Gardens
say.
good.
It's just
Yeah,
You
I'm
pass
thinking,
out
like,
there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Almost
Like
pass out.
that's gonna be like a Six
I
Flags type thing, I think, if you're looking for that kind of experience.
Hmm.
But it might be like Six Flags back in like the '90s.
Well,
it's gonna be your most white.
Even
trash.
Six
Oh, yeah,
Flags,
Six Flags
that's
is nice.
too nice. Too nice. I'm talking like bottom of the barrel, like
Oh, like a state
like a
fair type
carnival
thing.
state
yeah, like
yeah, I mean, yeah, there's
Okay.
you can't. They don't really have those that are permanent. They don't
Yeah.
exist because they cost so damn much.
There's
Like they
some in
have to be
Texas,
successful.
but yeah.
They're abandoned right
Well,
now.
that's what I'm saying, right? That you got to have like the carnival or like the setup, and then it's an absolute shit show, safety nightmare,
yeah,
and then they
like
leave
the
before all
Tiger
the
King
walkouts are
equivalent, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They bury the bodies.
We
in the
should
ground.
all go to an abandoned like
Stop.
theme park.
Yeah, sure.
And then
Or we go to
all-
a theme
let's
park
go
and
to the
abandon Joe.
go.
That's
go.
that works.
We go to an open theme park and just leave him.
We take his
We
money.
leave
in the
him. We
parking
leave him
lot.
in San Antonio and fucking floor it back to Austin.
Here's a fanny pack, Joe. You'll be fine.
Yeah, here you go. Here's a juice box.
Joe, you want to go on
Action Park.
Yeah,
That's
Action
what
Park,
I'm
yeah.
saying.
Yeah, we're going to ride.
In Texas, though, I mean, you live here. If you drive outside of Austin or any big metropolitan area, like there's some like batshit crazy, like clearly multiple people have died at this location. This like sideshow experience that you have. Like my parents would drive me to. On 35, there is a snake and reptile house that you can go and visit and check out boa constrictors and et cetera. It's like right by Waco, but sketchy as fuck. I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. We're like, you know, the owner at some point is gonna come over and be like, you want some drugs?
Yeah. Or they're like
Yeah.
you
Wait,
wanna be a
where is
snake?
it?
Yeah, actually, like moving and driving down to Texas, like we drove through so many little small towns, and all of them have museums.
Which is most of Texas.
and all of them have museums,
Mm-hmm.
but they're like weird ass museums. They're like
Yes.
there was one where it
they're
was
like the size of a garage.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is just a garage.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's just
Check out
the
my
garage
shit.
that says museum and the S is backwards.
Someone bought a Home Depot shed and just put a museum sign on it.
I mean, I doubt it because those are expensive. Home Depot sheds are expensive as shit. It's pre-builds. Yeah. They
Joe's-
fucking got some wood and built that
Yeah.
shit.
Joe's onto something though. What's that reality show where you open up the people's like containers or storage containers?
Storage Wars.
Storage Wars, yeah. We did Storage Wars, but for those weird places. Like imagine what you could find.
Yeah.
Insane.
Oh, Holy Land in Orlando, Florida. That's not there anymore. I see.
Yeah, they did shut that
Dude,
down.
all I gotta say at this point though is Florida. It's a shame that there are good things there.
Yeah, yeah.
Florida's its
'Cause
own
we
theme
can
park.
we just
I
fly
think,
that out
yeah.
of there? Can we move Disney
Yeah,
World?
can we just like
Yeah.
take Orlando and put it in like a different state?
You're gonna be okay.
We're
baby.
taking it out.
Yeah.
It's like fucking any of the Super Mario games where
You guys
Bowser
wanna take
steals Peach's
SeaWorld
entire
too?
castle. The ground floats up to the sky.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm up for any theme park. I'll go to any of them.
We just went to Six Flags like 2 weeks ago. 3
Did
weeks
you?
ago.
How busy was it?
It was not too busy, but also it was like literally the first day they opened for spring break.
They got a new coaster, didn't they? Like they opened up like a cliffhanger or something. You got a Fiesta, I'm assuming, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, but also we were there with children.
You don't
right?
put
So-
your tiny kids.
Iris.
on, like,
Iris
giant-
went.
Not yet.
Iris
Bless.
went on a fucking roller coaster.
Really?
Like one down from the biggest roller coasters, right? Like she was exactly tall enough to go on it because there's like the baby rides, right? There's the you can go on it if you're too short with a parent,
Okay.
right? There's the
They'll like hold you down.
well, you just have to like sit next to them, basically. There's the kids rides where the height's kind of like 36 inches is like the like actual little kids ride, not like baby shit. Like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
swings that actually go up off the ground, not the ones that are like 6 inches,
Yeah,
the ones
yeah.
that are actually like 15 feet off the ground. That's like, you gotta be 36 inches for that. And the like actual medium, before it gets to like the crazy roller coasters, is 42 inches. And Iris was exactly 42 inches.
Ah, okay.
So we went, the last thing we did was like one like actual roller coaster. And it didn't have any, there's a rating on it. And it was like beyond the kid stuff, it was essentially there was like mild, medium, and like roller coaster. And it was a medium. She skipped right over the mild,
Oh, wow,
right?
okay.
And so there were no loop-de-loops, but there were some real like corkscrews. and I'd never been on one like this before. The fucking roller coasters, the seats spun almost like teacups.
Yeah, like a freewheeling one.
So you're freeweeling as you're doing like the corkscrew.
It's the one that used to be the Joker, but they remodeled it. I don't know if you
Did
remember,
not
but-
like it. So we go up there. She wants to go. We get real close to getting on. She's like, I don't want to go on. And I just kept going like, are you sure? I'm like, you don't have to be on it, but are you sure? And we were so close. And I was like, let's just wait till we get there. If we're right, if you don't want to go in, we'll just leave. But it's like, there's like 12 people in front of us at this point. I don't want to turn around now. And so we get up there, and I literally go like, oh, look, like that little girl and her dad's getting on. Granted, this girl's probably like 8 or something like that. And it was just 4 seats. It's like 2 and 2, right? And so they're putting 4 people together. So it just so happens those 2 people are next. And they're like, anyone 2? And we were the next 2. So we went on the ride with the people. I'm like, we're gonna go on the ride with like the one I was just talking about. And so she's kind of like, and the girl working there is like, oh, you're gonna be fine. It's super fun. Da, da, da. Fucking start. She's fine all the way going up. Wasn't scared of the heights or anything.
Yeah.
Like, the second it goes down, like, like not roller coaster scream, but like
I'm not having fun.
scream,
Yeah.
but not like hysterical.
Okay.
Right? She wasn't like screaming and crying. She just kept like, I don't like it. I don't like it. And again, she wasn't like upset. I'm just like laughing. Like, it's fine. It's fine.
To be fair, Jeff does that when I go on roller coaster.
And like, but we're looking at 2 other people the whole time. She's like, ah! And so like, I'm like, it's fine. We're almost done. Whatever. We get done, and she's like, I didn't like that. I did not like that. And I was like, yeah, but you did it. I was like, you did it. And it's like, it wasn't like a thing where she got off and she was upset and whatever. She just got off and was like, I'm not going on that again for a while. I'm like, okay, that's fine. But I'm like, do you know how like badass that is? You went on that? Like, I took a picture of her in front of it and it looks insane. She's like 42 inches tall and it's like an adult roller coaster.
Yeah.
Then she got like all the credit because now it's like, hey, grandma, I went on this roller coaster.
Okay.
Hey, I
She's
went on
feeling
this
cool.
or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm talking to the guy as we're done and you're sliding in. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. He's like, you know, they gotta learn. You know what I mean? Like they were really nice about it. They were just kind of laughing, but it was just like, it was a weird middle ground I haven't really seen much with her, where she was like yelling and she meant it, but it wasn't just like hysterically crying like a child.
She wasn't fearing for
She was
her
just
life.
like, I don't like it. And I'm just kind of like, well, we're on it. There's no getting off
Baby's
until it's
coming
done.
out. We gotta
It was a real roller coaster, right? It was
that's
not
cool.
like a kid's ride. And so that was like, you want your first roller coaster.
That's pretty cool.
So it's pretty cool.
Do you like
I didn't go on
roller
one until I was like
I love
9.
roller coasters. I don't think I think the last time I went to a roller coaster was probably in 2013.
Okay.
I don't think I've been to a theme park
So
in
it's
a very
almost
long
been a
time.
decade since you've been on a roller coaster.
Took a picture, Jack. I'll show you this. I took a picture. She looks like this. Again, we already got off and we're walking off and she's telling me like, I didn't like that. And I was like, oh, that's okay, whatever. She's looking like this in this picture because the roller coaster's behind her and I said, look tough. Like I wanted to show people. She rode that roller coaster.
Oh, Jesus. That's a legit coaster.
No, it really is. And so I was like, she's not gonna show the picture. She's standing in the picture like this.
Yeah, that's right.
With the roller coaster behind her, like sent that to my mother. It was like, oh, she's mad. I went, no, she's tough.
She's a badass.
Yeah, it's a fucking huge roller
That is
coaster.
massive. That is not a tiny coaster.
4 years old.
That's so
I
cool.
think I was 9 or 10, and I went to Hershey Park, which is
Yeah.
like, you know, it's not a Six Flags or a.
Yeah. I did Six
Disneyland,
Flags.
but it was
over
fun.
Texas, man. That was my jam when I was a kid. I was probably like 6 when I did the Judge Roy Scream, which was my first coaster. And that's still there. I think
We
it's
talked about
rickety as
that
shit.
yesterday, I think. I literally mentioned Judge Roy Scream. You're like, I love that one. I'm like, oh yeah, Jack knows what the fuck that is.
Yeah.
I'm like, cool.
We did an episode of Annual Pass on the Titan coming up pretty soon. So fuck, that's an awesome coaster.
Titan's
The-
great.
The Titan. So the Titan is this massive coaster. It goes up to 85 miles an hour.
Holy shit.
But the thing about the Titan was when they first opened it, it's going so fast that it does these spiral. It never flips, but it does these corkscrews. And typically a corkscrew goes down. It's going so fast it goes up. So it corkscrews
Oh my
up.
God.
And you're going so fast, and it starts corkscrewing that people would pass out in the actual ride.
'cause the G- like
yeah,
the
because
G's
the
is
G-force is
yeah.
pushing you down, and they just black out.
the
and it's like, that's awesome.
I want to get on that.
It was
Let's
cool.
see if I can find that.
I certainly remember like the black dots starting to appear on the outside of my vision, starting in that tunnel vision. But I never passed out. But I
That
got
was
close.
20 minutes away from where I grew up, and we went on that a lot. And I remember when that coaster opened because the other one was the Texas Giant, was
Oh,
the
yeah,
huge
Texas
one
Giant's
at
great.
there. Yeah, but it was like old as fuck. It's rickety. It's wooden. And you get whiplash. Like it's like that's
So
your
good,
you
so
earn
good.
your bruises, but like fucking hurt. So then when Titan came out, we were like, oh, that's awesome. And we always liked going on it at night because the coaster was so tall that it kind of created this void space underneath you. So if you went to the front of the coaster, you would be like looking into like nothingness as you plunged. It felt pretty cool.
That's what it is. Up down in San Antonio, they open it's either San Antonio or SeaWorld down in San Antonio. So it's Fiesta or SeaWorld. They open a new coaster that I think it's called the Cliffhanger, where it goes out and then goes. It's a 95-degree
Ooh,
drop, so
don't
you
like
go
that.
beyond straight down,
Don't like that.
like down, and then it like curves back out and goes.
Well,
so,
SeaWorld has the Steel Eel, the Great White,
Steel
were the
Eel,
big
yeah,
ones.
those are both
I remember, yeah, so this must be a brand new one that I've never heard of
I
before.
think
That
it's
sounds
I
horrifying.
think it's in Fiesta. I could be wrong though, but
No,
yeah,
thank
those
you.
are within driving distance, so we're definitely going to be hitting up a few of those pretty soon.
Oh, if you want to look it up, broadcast, it's at Fiesta, Texas. It's called the Pandemonium, is the roller coaster.
Pandalarium.
Yeah.
That's serious.
This is a serious roller coaster.
That's a big one. Look at that. That's,
She was
that's
like,
a good
I'll
one.
do it. Got all the way up to it, was like, I don't want to do it. And I was just like, you don't have to. And just kind of like,
Man.
I'll wait.
Brave.
There's so many great.
There
great
are.
things.
It was fun, though.
Full disclosure, though, if we do go to SeaWorld, I am freeing the orcas.
Okay.
That is part. That
Weird.
is.
He's
These are
gonna,
my
like let
kids.
them out on the
You can't-
concrete.
yeah, you can't
No
tell-
sea they
and
get
you
out
They're
on.
safer
them
there.
that.
They're safer there, Jack.
SeaWorld isn't butting right up against the sea. Is that not
Bizarre.
Because I thought that's how they got in. They just swam in. And
I'll
Their natural
back up my
habitat.
Tesla.
when they're like,
Just put them on a
see
roof.
you tomorrow, bro, and they check out and they swim back to the ocean.
hit the little,
whales just come and go, and they're like, where
You
the
saw
fuck?
Free Willy?
They're late. Where the fuck are they? The show's in 10 minutes.
We back up the truck into the pond. Michael Ironside is going, "You kids, don't take my whales," and we're like, "Nah, fuck you, man."
Man, SeaWorld, it's such a weird, like, it's a quandary because it's one of those things where so many kids I know in the 80s and the early 90s would go to SeaWorld and be like, I want to become a marine biologist. Yeah, and you're
Literally
like,
right here.
Awesome. And
Why
then
I
a
wanna
lot
get
of
into
them became marine biologists, and then the marine biologist is like, SeaWorld's horrible. We need to shut down SeaWorld. It's like,
Yep.
but it's inspiring people.
Yeah, but
it's
it's also
yeah.
shitty.
I get it. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not saying like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
let's
yeah. You are a little bit.
cage dolphins. or
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
But it's like, it's like a
Yeah.
weird.
It's
like,
definitely one of those weird things where later I'm like, oh, actually, this is really fucked up. And
Yeah,
like you
it's like-
kind of feel it because as a kid, even you're watching these beautiful big animals, you're like, it seems kind of small in here. It's so.
But it's definitely like one of those things. Like, would those kids have become marine
I don't
biologists
know.
if
I don't
they
know.
didn't go to
Okay.
SeaWorld?
I don't know.
Would SeaWorld exist if they
I
didn't
don't
have orcas and dolphins and seals? I don't know.
I will tell you right now, Free Willy radicalized me.
Oh, cool.
Swap trying to be
There we
like
go.
that.
Oh, look, here you go.
Oh, wow, they just pulled up a whole ass video.
That's
okay.
awesome.
So that's.
I mean,
if
yeah. I mean, if you're
watching
gonna
this-
play it,
The
there
future
you
is
go.
now.
Okay.
Pandemonium.
Wow, I just figured
genius.
show a picture.
So yeah. Oh man. Oh look at that drop right there. What
Dude,
is
the
that?
corkscrew is when she started to not enjoy it, which is essentially where it starts.
So this thing just goes loose. So this used to be a Joker coaster, right?
Yes,
true?
and then they now have the Joker pendulum ride at Fiesta Texas, which is huge and scary, and I will never ride it.
Oh, turn back on. Okay.
That's,
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
some good.
If we
There
had
we go.
sound
She
effects
was
to go,
fine the whole ride up, the whole way up. Wasn't worried about the heights.
Yeah.
And you're waiting here, and then shit hit the fan.
Oh yeah, look at that thing spinning free. Oh yeah, okay.
yeah,
So is it just like a pod of 4 people?
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not like a train of.
it's
people.
anchored in the center and it can swivel. It looks like.
So there was a ride at Animal Kingdom called Primeval World, very similar to this, where it was
That
loose.
was pretty fast, right?
Oh yeah, that's pretty quick.
Yeah,
There was
so
one. There was,
4 years old, and she was like, ah!
there was,
You just go, I don't like it. It's the thing about kids that's great. Like, if an adult does something they don't like, it's like they'll use some sort of emotion, not
Terminology.
keep saying, I don't like it, I don't like it,
oh
over
me
again.
gusta.
Thank you for your honesty. You were saying.
There was something like this at Busch Gardens actually that we rode. It's like a Pharaoh something. I forget the name of it.
That's the ride we literally waited together on after Michael almost passed out.
Yeah.
He
No,
did pass
you're right. I
out.
did pass out for like
Yeah.
a second, but
Yeah.
I did.
Got
because
hazy.
because I had like a little bit of a cold, and we decided to do like 4 rides before we ate food.
Yeah.
We walked in and we had the like the guy from the park, and it's like we were like gonna get food right away, and it's like we're gonna pass this roller coaster on the way. And we're
Yeah.
like, all right, let's hit that one first. Now let's go get food. Well, there's another one on the way.
Yeah.
All right, let's hit that one.
Yeah.
Then we were going to like a third one. I got in the line and I was like, I can't. I feel like shit. I walked back out and then waiting like at the entrance, I fucking passed out in the sun. Like the 102-degree weather. Oh yeah, with Lindsay like 7 months
Yeah,
pregnant.
super pregnant. Yeah.
Well, Joe's never heard this story too, so they called security, of course, like guys passing out. I was like, I'll stay with my husband, that's fine. So they come over with the wheelchair and they point to me, they're like, ma'am, whenever you're ready. And I was like, no, he's the one who needs. I'm
Yeah.
good. I'm fine.
Yeah, it was me in a wheelchair with Lindsay walking next to me.
Like mega pregnant.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was great. So that's the fun you've got in store for you joining us
Yeah.
for Achievement Hunter when we go on trips. Just don't check any bags, and you'll be fine.
Well, I got
You can
actually,
check your
I
bag.
actually got a solution. To my
You got a
problem.
solution?
You're gonna bring your phone?
I've been offered things from the RT store.
Okay, right. But you still need a suitcase that you don't have. We don't sell suitcases.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Buy whether you use it or not. Let me just tell you, Big Boy Joe, buy a carry-on suitcase.
Yeah.
You'll use it.
Or actually, there's Astro has a suit. Or
Are Samsonite's still good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Samsonite, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Go with Away. Away's a
Away's
good
Away's
a
a
good
really
one,
good
yeah.
brand.
I
Away
heard
is
Away's good, but it's expensive.
It is expensive.
Yeah.
Pricey.
You're a big boy
Got to
now. You've
invest.
got a
Well,
real
no,
You're a big
I mean,
kid
don't listen to
now.
him. I remember when I moved here, I didn't go right to Big Boy stuff.
That's true.
This year,
To be
Priscilla.
fair, I
have-
actually have extra suitcases
I
that
have
I can give you.
I have my taxes to pay for still from last year.
To pay for?
Yeah, I was a full-time streamer
yeah,
up
streamers,
until
they don't take
like
taxes out, man.
Yeah, and that's you should be doing that yourself. Like, don't you squirrel it away? What are you spending it all?
I actually spent it.
You
Spending all just
idiot.
money.
All right, I got more to teach you. Joe, go start getting your paperwork.
Joe's gotta buy
that's-
more bleach shirts.
That's the stream. 4:30 already. Post team is not streaming today. They
What?
are overwhelmed with editing while we're gone.
They're doing
that's
stuff,
right.
just not on stream.
Yeah, they're editing.
Yeah, they're working right
They're
now.
swamped with editing to
Yes.
get ready for the 5 days we're gonna be gone. We're gonna get back on Monday and then right back. Somebody was always like, "Oh, you're gonna take a couple days off after that?" I doubt it because it's gonna be
Ow.
like, "Back to work, everybody!" This is like making videos. But yeah, they'll be back next week, as I'm told. But we won't be here to keep them honest because there'll be an off topic next week, but we're gonna pre-tape it. As of now, I'm hearing some whispers that Gavin might be on it. Who? Well, you see, he's always doing bleep face. It happens now.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the exact same time. And whenever it's like, maybe we can do one, it's like, oh, we have to do 2 in a row or something like
We
that.
should jump into
So-
a bleep face episode. Let's see if they're recording right now.
We should have
I mean, feel
They're
free.
done. They're done.
Oh,
Damn.
no!
Done.
But
Damn.
hopefully he's on next week. If not, he lied. So, well, thanks for watching. Get your tickets to AH Live.
RTXevent.com.
Time is running out.
You're not going to regret it, I promise.
Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. We'll see you there. I mean, you'll see us again on the show, but we won't be here.
Yes.
No.
We'll already be there.
We'll be there.
When this comes out.
Come
on.
2 places at once.
Give us
Somebody's an imposter.
We'll do like a Demolition Man high five where you don't actually touch and do the thing.
Yeah. So enjoy whatever the hell is next. I have no idea. Probably something cool, unless it's not.
Get your
I'm going to grab
tickets.
Katie's water bottle.
The worst
Yeah,
feeling is
do
FOMO.
not
I'm gonna go buy a
forget it.
suitcase.
Do it.
In between now and the post show?
Yeah,
Damn.
Amazon.
Good luck.
because I live in Central City.
Um,
My name's The Flash.
bye.
Thank you.